Hello, lovies. How are we? Today is Friday, November 29th, 2024, and we are together for Black Friday, yes, and Pink Friday, even more. Today I am channeling who? It's J-Lo. What is she giving? Is it Jenny from the block? Don't be fooled, okay? And I am thrilled. Tonight, I have a show of epic proportions, potentially. Disastrous, also could be. But we're going to go together and we're going to figure it out as we go. And Uncle Frank, thank you for being here. Francis Marion, I'm going to get you a wrench and I'm going to get Miss Parks a wrench. Auntie Deb, can't wait to see you later, babe. And Jeff Williams, how are we? Okay, lovies. Is it velour? Emily, no. Okay, it is the year of our Lord, 2024. We don't have velour, but it is a cotton fabric, and we're loving it. And we have the first person for the Pink Friday event of the century, and it is the one and the only Will the Glarer. Hi,
Hey,
Will.
how's
How
it
you
going?
doing?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I am so thrilled that you have joined me this evening. And I know that you just did a stream about your time in Boston.
Yeah.
You did. Do you remember seeing, I don't know, me there at all?
Yes, I do. I do. I remember seeing you. We didn't spend a lot of time together there, but I do remember seeing you and saying hello and everything.
Thank
I hope
you.
I hope I wasn't rude after I lost memory or anything.
Oh my gosh, not at all, Will. I
Okay.
was slightly in my feelings because you remembered everybody else but me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. No way. Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't recognize you in person. It's
Oh.
yeah, like because that it takes me a second sometimes. It really does. Like even Turtle Boy was like pointing people out inside the courtroom. He's like, "Look, that's Gretchen Voss," and I'm like,
Oh.
"That's what
Oh,
she
that's
looks like."
something. You
I
saw
was,
Gretchen
I,
IRL.
I was like, "That's what she looks like." But
Oh,
and I've seen her before. I've seen pictures of her. I just didn't, but no excuse. We met, and we have met before, and
no, you were great
I
to me
I
while
have
we were
no
together. You just
I
didn't
have
mention it in the
no excuse for
stream.
it.
No, you knew me while we were there. You just didn't say like, "Oh, I saw Kim" when you were doing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Because shit. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. See what I mean? My memory of that night is very, very hazy.
You're
So I
still pulling it
apologize.
together.
I am still pulling it together. Yeah. I mean, but a good time was had
Hey,
nonetheless.
and
Yes.
that's all that matters at the end of the day, right, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like your
Yeah.
Boston hat too. I
And
like
I'm
that you're
sorry.
representing.
Yeah, my Celtics hoodie.
Oh my God.
I got I got some gifts from some anonymous people who asked me to stay anonymous, and they hooked me up with all kinds of Boston sports gear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was really nice. Really, really nice. So I'm gonna rock this stuff.
That's awesome. That's like my favorite.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, so tonight basically, Will, I was just trying to do a little something special because I know that you had mentioned in your stream, I know Mike did an hour, but for this year, I think collectively, I believe that you would agree with me, right? That like this trial, this case, doing our parts and in our own lanes of trying to seek justice for Officer John O'Keefe and freeing Karen Reed has been a huge part of my life. I know it's been a huge part of your life and a huge part of our community's life. And for Kelly to put together just this kind of 24-hour marathon of, let's try to, as a group, because there's so many of us, if we were able to put anything in the right direction. And we know Karen is now up against more than she was at first trial, with Hank Brennan added on, and the Commonwealth really going for a completely different angle, it feels like, in their prosecution. I just thought it would be awesome if we came on and said what we felt.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, this is how ADHD I am. I saw this group text that you sent. I was still breaking things down here. And then I saw a StreamYard link, and I was like, okay. And I looked for a time. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah.
I love it.
All you got to do, if I'm not doing anything, anybody really, I don't think I've ever actually turned down a stream when a fellow creator who's covering this has asked me to be on, because anything that I can do, anything, I'm happy to be here.
You're the best.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. And now we actually have 2 more. Oh gosh, it's all happening, guys. Clutch your pearls, babes. Mimi, I'm putting them on. All right, we're ready. And Mike Crawford does have a pair from Mrs. Betterow, who got him Nurse Kim pearls. So let's hope he and Mazza wear them tonight. And now we have,
hey,
are you kidding me, Brian from LV Cops, and also Gonzo.
Let's go.
Oh, I love this.
What's up?
It's happening, people.
I see you. I see all of you.
How are you guys?
Yeah. Clever even wanted to say hi. Hey,
Hi,
Clever.
Clever.
He wanted to say hi to you guys. He was like, LV Cops, they're up there. Let me see what's up.
How is everyone?
And you didn't forget about Nurse Kim, right? Yeah. Okay, good.
Clever,
Yeah,
come on, buddy.
I'll be the only bad guy. I forgot about Nurse Kim. I'm a dick. Not you.
No,
Okay.
I'm just listen. I bust your chops, Will. That's
I know. I love you too, buddy. Go lay down, okay?
Hey, can you hear me? Gonzo, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got me? You
Gotcha.
hear me? You hear me?
Can you hear me now? Yes, I can hear you, Brian.
All right, cool. Yeah, my internet.
Perfect. Mic check 1 2.
Mic check
we
1
are
2.
all here. Look at, I love that hat, Gonzo. He's got the FKR on tonight. Oh, where's
Oh, hell yeah.
goodness? I'm not repping properly. Okay.
I got mine right
First
there.
and foremost, this was such a last minute. You men are incredible. I appreciate you. I just wanted to get all of us together, all of our communities together, right? And let's just show that love for Karen like we do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to there we go.
Let me say this. Meeting you guys at the fundraiser or the meeting with Karen Reed, it was spectacular meeting you guys. You guys are as sincere as you are on camera as you are in real life. It's really refreshing that you're not someone you're not, right? You are who you are. That's who we're the same. B and I are the same.
Yeah.
We are who we are, you know? There's no bullshit.
Yeah. You guys absolutely, I got to spend a good amount of time with the two of you guys, and I value every second of conversation that we got to have before and after the and during the event.
Yeah.
But and by the way, thank you guys. I want to publicly say thank you guys for getting me back to the hotel safely. Even though I don't remember it, but it was you guys.
We got you.
Thank you so much for that.
We got you.
You were like a dog that saw a squirrel and you just start wandering off to another location. We have to bring you back in. Like, what? Where'd he go now? He's over there somewhere.
His room was next to mine, so luckily I was like, you know what? Let's make sure he gets in there. All right, cool. He's good. I stood there for a second or two, make sure you're not coming out. I'm like, all right,
Okay, so why did I wake up naked?
Well, that's a different story.
Okay,
let's roll the cameras.
I trust you, Ryan. I believe you.
Well, Steve isn't here, so I don't know what you did that night, Clarence.
He's in the chat. Steve's in the
Oh,
chat,
Steve's in
and
the
he's
chat.
He's in the chat.
Steve is also incredibly awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I loved hanging out and talking with Steve as well.
Yeah.
Steve
It
was
would-
such a gentleman, and he shared his piece of chocolate cake with me, and I'll
He
I'll never forget it. Okay, Steve,
He
you're
did.
my guy. And
Yeah.
it was just awesome to meet you guys. And I wrote a little love note to you guys, and just when I was giving what today was going to be about in a last minute attempt to gather the troops for Pink Friday for Karen Reed.
Yep.
And it was just, I wanted to let you know sincerely from the bottom of my heart, my father is a retired Massachusetts police officer, and it is just very important to have stand-up individuals in law enforcement. And I know that you are retired now, but while you were on the job, your empathy, your compassion for your community, and your desire to protect and serve is palpable. And you are just wonderful men. And it was a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you very much, Kimmy. I
you.
appreciate that.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
for sure.
Of course.
Facts.
Of course. And lovies, I just want to let you know, up in the corner, right? So listen, I have issues with desktop. She's new to this. She was a TikTok girl before she came to the YouTubes. But in the corner, if you can see by the lovely Glera, and Clubber will be our representative as well, is a Scan Me button. And that little Scan Me button goes directly to the Defense Fund. And
Nice.
you can just, if you're feeling froggy and want to click, I think
There
the
it
boys
is.
will stay a little longer.
There
There you go. Look at this. Somebody snip that.
There
Clip a
you
good
go.
boy.
Not you.
Good boy
Not
for
you.
Karen.
Good boy.
My Bobby.
He's a good boy.
Okay. And then, look at LV. This must be, look at this. Hello, Steve. I see you. I see you. And I respect you, Steve.
What's up, Steve? I think he's on the road. He said he was doing something. So
Oh, look at Ruby C says the Scan Me button. I know. Listen, she's unwell, guys. Let it happen. Okay. So here's is there anything that we can discuss that would be kind of our whys? I think that it would be important for everyone to hear, if that makes sense. If not, tell me to F directly off. But why we got involved in the case of the tragic death of Officer John O'Keefe, and why we believe that our best friend from out of town, Karen Reed, is being framed, and why we are backing this as strongly and as morally convicted as we are, right?
Yeah. So let me put in my 2 cents in.
Sure.
Both Brian and myself were road dogs, we're cops, right? How we got turned on to this is we just watched the police interviews, the police interaction with everybody. And when we saw what was going on, both of us decided, hey, let's figure out what's going on here. We didn't know anything about Karen Reed. Brian didn't know anything about Karen Reed until his wife, twisted his ear and said, hey, you got to do this because there's could be some dirty cops. And we started looking into it. Are they dirty cops or are they dumb cops? Are they lazy cops or they just don't know what they're doing? That was a big question for us. And It's kind of a trifecta. They're almost all three.
Yeah.
Corrupt, dirty, and dumb.
Yep.
Yep. And there's a huge distinction in that, right? Because if you have incompetence and there's not malfeasance or there's not malice, then you're not going to have, the outcomes that I feel like we have had specifically in this case. And you're absolutely right. Is it a trifecta? Is that a case of all three? And in the beginning, I thought they just had to be, I was the same way as you. They had to have just been lazy and not wanting to kind of go through the regular steps, but then as more layers piled on.
Well, that's just it. The more officers that got interviewed on the stand and the same mistakes and the same craziness was coming out of their mouths as well, that even solidifies the fact that there might be more to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? There's just too many things that are happening to make it a coincidence.
Yeah,
Totally
it's hard.
agree.
You get 15 cops, and you're telling me none of them know policy, none of them know proper procedure, none of them know how to testify, none of them knew they weren't going to have to their phone wasn't going to have to turn it in, and they destroyed it. the day before, because doesn't everybody do that? You're gonna tell me, you know, they didn't know to not put the blood in the solo cups and they use a leaf blower. I mean, come on. Like that, to me, that's a lot of police 101. So when I saw all these cops doing that stuff, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Like this is ridiculous.
It's
And
bullshit.
yeah, it's bullshit.
Get him,
And
Gonzo.
that's what, when my wife told me about the case, I was like, nah. I'm like, these cops are dirty. I said, look, I'm done. These cops are dirty. I didn't know who Karen Reed was. I had no idea who she was. I didn't know it was a big case. I didn't know nothing about her. Never heard of her.
Mhm.
And then my wife tells me again at dinner the next night, she's like, hey, there's more on this case. And I was like, these cops are dirty. Leave it alone. That's my opinion, my professional opinion. And then she goes, well, what about this guy? What do you think about this? And I said, no, he's dirty as hell too. Or he's
Ooh.
an idiot, or both.
Mhm.
And then she's like,
Exactly.
you guys should probably look into these dirty cops. And then I thought about it and I was like, you're right. We should look into these dirty cops. We review cops, and a lot. I mean, we have 80 videos of, you know, before we even knew who Karen was, of police shooting reviews. And I'm like, this isn't a review of a shooting, but it's a review of bad cops. So yeah, I said, you know what? You're right, honey. We're going to do it. And then we did it.
Yeah.
And wives are usually right, you know. So
They-
I'm glad
yeah,
for Brian's wife.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we, even when we dropped the first video, right? Trooper Proctor was our
Mhm.
very first video for Karen Reed. Even when we dropped that,
Hmm.
I had no idea that you existed. Will, you existed. Turtle Boy. Nobody. We literally dropped the video. I just still didn't know really who Karen was. I just knew these cops were treating her bad and framing her. So when we dropped it, we literally knew who nobody was.
We knew who you were as soon as you dropped it, though.
As soon as you
we're,
dropped it.
we're looking at
Wow.
anybody. Yeah,
Right,
we're looking
right.
at anybody who's covering this.
So then we were like, wow,
because
this really, it blew up. So then we were like, well, we got to do all these cops, because every single one of them has an amazing story of what a crappy job they did. So that's when Gonzo and I were like, we're going to do every cop. And then we did Jen McCabe, because everybody was asking us, hey, do Jen, you know, because we're good at reading people, right? So we did Jen, and that was a blast doing Jen. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
And Gonzo put in a lot of good stuff in that video. That was
Yeah.
we had some good stuff in there.
yeah. I agree with all you guys, because it actually kind of it meshes well with my theory that I've always had, and I know a lot of other people share this theory, which is based on Karen Reed questioning herself out loud whether or not she hit John O'Keefe. Based on that, I think Jen McCabe saw opportunity, informed the people inside the home. From then on, it snowballed into a frame job as to her being the best one to do it. And the strategy behind this, the concept I think that they had in mind was, well, what we'll do is we'll plan a little bit of evidence like this tail light. We'll come up with a theory, whatever. We'll tell her what it is, and we'll charge her, and she'll plead guilty.
Yeah, she'll go quietly
the evidence
in the night.
Exactly. She'll plead guilty. Nobody asks another question. We got our man.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But what they didn't count on, and in doing this, they were lazy. They were so cocky and confident.
Yep.
They were so cocky and confident in that she would plead guilty and not put up a fight, go quietly in the night, as you said, that they were lazy as shit about dropping the evidence everywhere and doing what they did. So that's why they all looked like a bunch of lying idiots on the stand, each and every one of them.
Yep.
They did not count on Karen Reed, much less they didn't count on Karen Reed's family and support system.
Right.
And now they sure as hell didn't count on the support system she has now.
Correct.
So we're here for it. I'm here for it. I ain't going nowhere.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're talking about first you got an officer who died, and now you're talking about a woman who could go to jail for the rest of her life. And yeah, it doesn't get much more serious than that.
Right.
You know, I'm doing a video now for Lieutenant
Lank.
Lank.
Oh,
right?
Lanka.
Nice.
Now listen,
Yeah.
listen. I went through that video. Brian, you haven't seen it right all the way. You haven't seen it
No.
all, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
It's gonna fucking blow your mind, bro. So there's some stuff in there. There is some stuff in there that absolutely blew my mind that
Good.
this officer didn't do, or didn't know how to do, or didn't want to do it. I will say
Right.
this. I will say this, and you guys probably seen this video like 10,000 times, but
Right.
when he makes that phone call, right, and walks
Mhm.
away from everybody else, there's only one reason to do that. One reason only is to walk away,
Yep.
right? He's being told. He's being told what's happening.
Yeah. He doesn't want anybody else hearing. He
Yep.
wants to make sure he's far away, that nobody else hears what's coming out of that phone.
Yeah.
And it's,
So
and
that's
it's not a coincidence that his name kept coming up in the Sandra Birchmore case as well.
right. Right.
So,
Right. So
and
Was
it's
he
just,
the
it's a
was he
lot
the
of the
lieutenant
same
for that?
behavior. He was
the
one of the
lieutenant?
responding. Well, I don't know about responding officers, but one of the first detectives on the scene.
It's Sandra
It's
Birchmore.
Sandra. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
No, you're right, Will. He responded. He responded there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
That's the stuff I always get confused. I apologize. I always get stuff wrong. But
No, it's-
welcome to my world.
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, and
Oh.
I talked to my buddy at the air unit yesterday, and just so I can, I'll say it here. I'll probably say it on our channel as well. But somebody was asking after I told the October 1st story on LTL Media with Brian
Mhm.
that they saw a helicopter flying around shooting. Our air unit did not shoot that night. Period. It did not. So anybody who's got a video of the helicopter flying around that night with their shooting at, I saw the video. It's actually a pretty good video. It looks pretty real. I don't know where it came from. It's not real. Metro Police did not shoot out of a helicopter that night on October 1st. Can they, if they need to? They can, but they won't realistically unless they have a SWAT sniper with them in the air unit. Then they could take a shot. They could hover above the window, parallel with the window or wherever, and take a shot.
because at that point, it becomes tactical.
Yeah. So I just wanted to clarify. Some people, maybe whoever commented is watching this,
Oh gosh. And that's going to drop tomorrow, guys, at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What's that?
Is it your I think Steve just posted 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow.
Well, if Steve posted something, I guess we're doing something tomorrow. That's news to us. Well, I guess we're busy tomorrow with Brian.
You have something to do
Yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah. Okay, yeah. We are filming tomorrow. Yes, we're filming tomorrow at noon. Yes, our time noon.
Oh.
3 o'clock your time.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure. I don't know. Just like always, we're going to kind of wing it. So it might be a live Q&A with fans videoing in. It might be filming. It might do both.
Oh, I love that.
Don't know.
We don't know.
Okay,
we won't know until we walk in there.
Can I do a little behind the scenes, guys? Because you just said that you wing it. I wing it. I wing
Let's
everything.
go.
Like my
Let's
eyeliner,
go.
babe. So when I get on, it's just always tuck and roll. I know, Will, I know you've never had a script for anything a day in your life, correct?
That's not true. The first one, at least the first stream I did, maybe the second or third, I pre-wrote because I was scared out of my mind. And then somebody called me out on it, like as if there was something wrong with doing that.
Oh.
And I didn't know. I was still so fresh that when they did, I was like, you know what, screw that. I'm just gonna like wing it from now on and whatever, and then I just stuck with it. Now the thing is though, Nurse Kim, if you're not gonna say something, I will. Guys, listen, Steve wrote this script, this entire thing. Okay, this is the first thing that I'm doing on my own. Okay. He wrote a script, made me and Nurse Kim memorize it. These guys are making us do this. Okay. They wrote a script, they pre-wrote it, and I had to memorize it. And I was at gunpoint the entire time.
Yeah. And
I had to do
messing
this.
it up.
This is what I was doing in Boston the entire time. People, help.
He's
Okay.
correct. He's correct.
This is the help me. And what I am going to say is that who is behind it? Jennifer McCabe. And that's all I know. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
But
that's
no,
funny.
that's so interesting because some people really do have like, and of course, I go over everything, as a medical professional and as a registered nurse.
Right.
When I'm going over testimony, but I like it to be fresh, right? So I watch it with everyone and I have my real reaction. And
Yeah.
that's why I black out halfway through. You know what I mean? I'm clutching
Yeah.
pearls and I'm unfortunately using fresh language because it gets me worked up and it's my actual like guttural reaction to something and seeing stuff that sits wrong with me on a lot of different levels. And this has been a case. I've covered other cases as it relates to Harmony Montgomery. She was a 5-year-old girl out of New Hampshire who was unalived by her father, Adam Montgomery. And that case, I can't do kids anymore, babe. So there will never be a time
I can't do it either. I
can't.
don't think, man. I don't think I've got any more of that in me.
Yeah, so heartbreaking.
And the missing kids, it's actually even worse for me. Like the ones that there's no answers to. It's I just don't think I have it in me anymore.
I think in general, I mean, even for me and Brian, those are the hardest calls for us to respond
Like
to.
I'll share the info, but I won't like cover it. Like it becomes so toxic, and the kid gets lost in it all, and I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's so hard. And you guys are saying like when you were on the job that going to a child, either an unresponsive child or God forbid abuse or things like that, those are I can't imagine walking into those scenes and having to have that restraint to say what I want to do right now is show you who's an adult who can fight back or do whatever is going to have to happen, but you have to do the right thing by law because that's what you swore to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And those are the ones that really stick with you, because kids should never be hurt, women should never be hurt, in my opinion. But that's what we go to, and those things just stick with you because we have kids. Those it's a little bit more personal when we get involved in that kind of a call. It's just really it's hard for us to compartmentalize those away, because they hurt. But let me ask you this, Nurse Kim. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Did you do stuff anytime in ER? Were you an ER nurse?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saw auto pedestrian accidents, right?
Sure.
What did you think about his injuries compared to what they were saying?
Yeah, so that's how I got interested in the case, Gonzo. It was that I initially thought when I saw it on the news, because I'm local, right? So I was just like, oh gosh, that's so sad for that police officer, and that she must have been drunk, and what a terrible, tragic accident, right? When Karen was arraigned on February 2nd of 2022. Now, flash forward, she gets her charges got upped to the 2nd degree, right? And then I said, right? I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, why would they this many months later? What happened? Like, they must have had a video or some shit that is showing, or you found like damning evidence that she had
overwhelming evidence.
You're joining us for the Athon. I love it. I love to see you, Clubber.
I'm sorry.
He's such a good boy. But that was when my peak really was like, okay. And then when Turtle Boy covered it, that's when boom, it, like one of my girlfriends, Courtney, ends up calling me and she goes, hi, she's like, bitch, you need to read this. I'm not read this. It was an article, but he also did a video. And whenever Officer John O'Keefe's, the injuries to his right forearm came out, and then we found out that there was the 2.5-inch laceration to the back of his right occiput, I said, no, he has no bruising. He has no broken bones, no fractures, no nothing. Okay. I said, make it make sense, because it doesn't. I'm going to tell you this. Every motor vehicle accident, every pedestrian strike will present differently, but there are common themes. Every human being and every vehicle is different, But babe, this wasn't Puff the Magic fucking Dragon, okay? And it wasn't the Magic Lexus that could only do this, spontaneously combust a tail light, and he was gonna pirouette on the bald head of Trooper Paul and land in a yard. No, didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
And the
Agreed.
dog bites. The dog bites.
So I'm a wound specialized nurse. I'm sorry, I'm a nationally wound certified nurse too. I'm
Let's
sorry,
go.
boys.
Let's
Stop
go.
it. What are we doing? So to me, those don't actually look like bites. They look very claws to me. Okay.
Okay.
Just because of the linear patterns for his abrasions and the linear. It's more uniformed, but for it to go all the way up from our upper brachial to his forearm, I said, oh, that's an animal, babe. Okay. And that is not a tail light. Never seen a tail light bite, never seen. And what I have done is I have taken, I have seen glass shards. I have seen impaling injuries, and none of which are what was presented by the Commonwealth in the accident or a recreation and reconstruction of Officer John O'Keefe. So until the end of time, unless you brought me new evidence, I mean, significantly new evidence or a video that showed it happen, I can't get behind ever saying that Karen Reed did this in any way, shape, or form.
I kept waiting for that too. Like I kept an open mind. Like
we have a moment, guys. Sorry, I have to interrupt. We've got Kelly and Nathan Reed.
Hey,
Oh.
what's up, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Happy Pink Friday, Nathan and Kelly.
Hi.
Pink.
We can't hear anything you guys are saying.
No.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry,
With us.
Lovey.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, we're going to get off for a quick second. We're going to move to a different room. We'll get right back in.
Okay. All right. See
sorry.
you in a few.
Swear to God, we're coming right back.
Okay. Oh, they're
Nice.
so cute.
Aren't you Miss
Yeah,
Popular
they're the
today?
best. I know.
Listen,
Right?
we gotta get everybody all jazzed up, right, guys?
It's the pearls. It's the pearls that brings them in.
Pearls. Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you
It
this,
is.
Gonzo. When Mike
They're
Crawford
striking.
comes on, him and I went out to supper last week with Mrs. Betterow, Mark Betterow, and his Aunt Bev, who she refers to herself as the good Aunt Bev. Stop it. I can't. Okay, I can't. I'm obsessed.
I love it.
They brought pearls for me, and Mike Crawford wore the pearls. So if he's on my show, I will. If he puts the pearls on, he's gonna have to be my favorite for the week.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a cupcake invasion. That means that people from Melanie Little's chat are coming in.
And Melanie might be coming too.
Oh my
Right
goodness.
on.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much for coming, boys. We're doing this. And a reminder, babes, the Scan Me is right at the top, right next to our lovely, smart and pretty Glera.
Yeah.
Where's that?
There he
I
is.
can't
And we
find
do
it.
this because we know
Awkward.
that this fight and this is stacked against Karen, and the frame job won't stick, babes. They didn't get it in the first trial,
really.
and they're not getting it in trial two.
The only dark horse is the jury.
Yes.
Right?
Touche.
I mean, if they can vote as a hung jury this first phase with the information that they were giving, that's scary. That's scary.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, we've got Nathan and Kelly back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, lovies.
What's up?
There they are.
We're out.
Can you hear us?
We
Yes.
can. Can you hear us?
Okay.
Right.
Yes.
We
Yes.
can.
You're good. You're good.
Gonzo, what's up?
What's going on?
How's the
Do
weather?
you see that beautiful hat?
Yeah.
Hey,
Ah,
His FKR hat.
Yep. Rocking it. Rocking it.
how's
Nice.
everybody doing? How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
It was
good.
filling.
Very good.
It was filling for
Very
sure.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
Lots of food. Lots of stories.
I just relaxed. We had our Thanksgiving before I came to Boston. So
Oh.
yeah, because just to logistically for everyone to be able to attend that needed to attend. We did it before.
Right on.
Yeah. So I just chilled out yesterday. It was great.
Where are you guys at?
We are at, we're at the Cove in Fall River. It's another Fall River joint.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we went the first night, right?
That is, yes. That is
Alright.
where we went.
And
So,
what will you be eating, sir?
some appetizers. We've done, what do we do? Chicken Mozambique, some shrimp
Buffalo
Mozambique, some buffalo chicken. So, you know.
Oh, okay,
The-
rub it in. Rub it in. It's okay. I'll take some of them. I'll take some of those clam cakes. Those were delicious.
Yeah. That you loved.
Might have to order those as well.
Well, if I was there, I would eat some, sir, but I am not.
And the chowder.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, that was
great
good
clam
stuff.
chowder.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good meal.
And next time we'll do it much bigger. So,
It's all good.
but listen,
Absolutely.
I wanted to thank everyone who's possibly watching, as well as the four of you, and just say from the bottom of Team Reed's heart, collectively, thank you for everything you've done and all the money given today. I think we're over 15,000 since this started late last night, which is there literally is no amount too small. I've seen people give $2 and say, I wish I could give more. We see it, we recognize it, we love it. And whatever you can do, we're in the fight of our lives for my sister's independence and her freedom.
Yeah.
And Kelly's done what she can by putting these together. And I'm not as comfortable in the spotlight as she is. But just a massive thank you to everyone out there.
Yeah.
It's our pleasure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I agree. I agree with that.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
It's the least we can do. And you hear that? If you can give $1, give $1. If you can give $100, give $100. Every little bit adds up.
Absolutely.
And we've got the QR code right at the top. Now it's next to the smart and pretty Brian. Okay.
Right
We're going to do a little QR roulette throughout the night, babes. But anything that you can do, we appreciate you. And if it's $100 or more, I think you can get a Nurse Kim pearls. Okay.
Whoa.
You send me an email. I'm sending you pearls, and I'll send you a little video that says I love your face and whatever you want me to say. So I'm just saying, my email is at legalnursekim. No, what am I? legalnursekim@gmail.com. And if you send it there, this is all you, babes. Okay. I'll get you some pearls and whirls. All right.
Nice.
I think
it's a good
that
opportunity.
everybody is coming together, and I know that we all just came from having family time, and we remembered what we were thankful for, and we are thankful for you. We are thankful for the community, and we are always here and want to continue to be here fighting for justice for Officer John O'Keefe, which is making sure that Karen Reed is not framed and sent to prison for her life as she fights for it every day, babes. And we know that. And these two are her family. That's her brother and her cousin that are stand by her side and try to lift her and hold her up when she, may feel like, hey, where is this going tomorrow? How long can I keep going? And that's why we're all here to keep that strength and that positivity and the good motion going forward.
100%.
We appreciate it more than you know.
Yes.
You're pretty good at
We
that.
love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done and what you hopefully will continue to do. I know the hours that's been put in by everyone here, whether it be out on the streets, holding signs, whether it be doing what you talented folks do, whether it be your lawyers, what you've done. It's not lost on any of us. It's always a Reed watching, whether it be watching the fund, watching the justice page, watching you guys, watching the shows, the endless content that you put together blows our minds, and it's not lost on any of us. And we love you all. Happy holidays, and whatever you can do.
Yeah,
Yep, we're gonna try to get it
honor-
over 20, right? That was our goal, over 20. So we can do it in the
we can do it.
telethon, guys. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can tell you that through through just personal conversations with the two of you guys and other members of your family that you mean every word that you're saying here. I am even more inspired. I've never been more inspired than I was before I went to Boston this last time. And you guys interacting with your family has made me even more inspired than I even thought I could be. And I have an idea of what kind of fight you have ahead, and I respect your family for having the tenacity and the will and the loyalty to each other to set that example for the rest of us, and for us to get together and have this community to fight for one simple thing, which is justice. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Let me say this. Let me say this. I was watching that new attorney the other day talking about what they want to bring into the case. And when he was talking about your mom and dad, about their phones and information that might be in there, I was watching your dad.
Sorry,
Hey.
letting in Ms. Melanie Little.
Hello, my friends. Hello.
Hi, lovey. You look beautiful.
Bunnies. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hey,
It's Pink
Gonzo,
Friday.
what frozen?
It's Pink Friday. I've been talking about Pink Friday all day. I'll talk about Pink Friday some more.
Oh, thank you so much for coming, Melanie. And I know you just gave the amazing news you covered that about the denial.
Yeah, they denied the motion for your parents' cell phone records. So that's pretty amazing. And it was touch or go. I didn't know what was going to happen, but she hand wrote it right in the margin. Denied. Bill
Nice.
Reed cell phone
Yeah,
records
that's
denied. Janet Reed cell phone records denied. I mean,
That's a big win. That's a big win.
huge,
Yeah.
huge. Yeah.
All right, Gonzo, what were you saying?
Sorry, Gonzo. You froze.
That's okay. That's okay. I was watching your dad and his reactions. He was solid as an oak, dude. He did not flinch one
Yeah.
bit. And the reason for that, what I was watching, to see if there's anything that could be there that it might be hiding, but nothing, dude. That guy was solid as an oak, didn't get deflected. I loved it. I loved
Bill
100%
Reed
of it.
Bill Reed is so badass. Like,
Yep.
I'm not even trying to lie. Like, homie was giving me like the lowdown on a certain player in all of this. And it gave me a whole new perspective on the entire case. And this family knows exactly what kind of fight that they're into. They know exactly what their enemy is, who their enemy is, and they know exactly what to do. And I'm stoked to back them up. Like, I'm stoked about it.
Well,
the conversation I had with Bill in the courtroom, it was amazing.
Well, the Commonwealth got punched in the mouth and it's bleeding, and they don't like it, so they're going to be taking the gloves off. They're going to be taking the gloves off, so it's going to get.
But
dirty.
the Reeds are ready for it. The Reeds are ready for it. They know it. They know it's coming.
Yeah.
We have an incredible team around us, and I'll just reiterate with Melanie here what you all do, the talent that you brought to the forefront in this fight, and everyone in these standouts, these endless standouts, whether it be 10 o'clock till 12 on Sunday mornings or Friday afternoons. It blows the mind.
Freezing cold.
Freezing cold, sweltering heat up here in New England. It's not lost on us any way whatsoever. And a big thank you to everyone watching, to everyone at home, to everyone who's going to be out at a standout, is thinking about going back to another one. Please don't lose faith. It's a long fight ahead, but the Reed family is going nowhere. Nowhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, tell us, Nathan. I love it. You're going to be wearing the turtlenecks just like your father. He is my turtleneck man. Woo.
I'm going to already looked at the foods at the table, but happy holidays.
All right.
Once
love
again,
you.
we love you. Let's see what we can do tonight to get over 550 if we can, which would be incredible.
Yeah, for
We
sure.
loved you
Got
too.
it.
Before I came on, did I hear you say that it's up to $15,000 raised since midnight?
Over 15,000 since probably about 10 o'clock last night. Yes.
That's
Wow.
incredible. I mean,
Hey.
the generosity of this community blows me away every single day. I am
Yeah.
just like, it makes me like verklempt. Like that is like the generosity of these people who in large part are strangers to all of us,
Right.
who are just like all coming together for this common goal of
Conviction.
justice. Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Because realizing and recognizing that Karen could be any one of us. And that's what is
Mhm.
that's what resonates, I think, with
Yeah.
so many people.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That it's just become a worldwide, really, it's worldwide. I mean, we all have worldwide audiences, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's not just
Yeah.
a Massachusetts story. This is a worldwide, something that has really tugged at the heartstrings of so many people worldwide that
We
And
feel
I may have stumbled onto a similar story here in Tennessee. So it's nasty. But I'm not sure yet. I need to collect more details before I get angry about it. But
That's fair.
I was just going to say that, like a lot of these people gave and gave and gave for the first trial and thinking that it was all going to be over in July,
Yeah.
never thinking that we would be back to $0 in the defense fund and having to do it all over again. And
Yeah.
we just appreciate that they continue to fight with us.
And like you were saying too, Nathan, it's like, babes, it doesn't have to be $20, $50, $100. Every $2, $1, whatever that you are comfortable with or that you are able to, that is so appreciated. And that adds up, right? Because we have, if there's so many of us at $1, that is so helpful. And I know that the Reed family, like they're right here with us, 2 of them, and they appreciate anything and everything. Your time matters, your prayers matter, your donations matter. Everybody's support counts.
We
and
catch
sharing the story with people who don't know about it.
Yeah.
and to your we catch everything and quite often I'm an early riser, as is my father, and I'll be commuting into work. I've got an hour commute each way, and I will send him a text and say, hey, did you see so and so donated? Sometimes it's anonymous and you don't know who it is, and it'll be, I wish I could do more, and it's $3, $4, $5. That means more than that person could ever know, right? Because that amount, based on what they can actually afford to give, what are they doing? What are they doing without in order to provide that $3, $4, $5, $2, whatever it might be? My sisters, blows the mind. And so if there's anyone watching tonight, or they have friends, they have family, share the story, share the link. There is, do not be embarrassed. Do not be embarrassed. I wish I could do more for my own sister. So we all do what we can. As Bill Belichick, former coach of the Patriots up here, used to say, do your job.
Woo! I'm going to do my job, Nathan. I promise.
Right.
Okay. We're going to get it done.
$5. If you do $100, anywhere in the middle, whatever it might be. And don't let me cap you at 100. If you can do more, great.
Anybody got 100,000? We'll take it.
We'll take that. But
Hey,
Right.
powers and numbers.
And
powers
and this
numbers.
being a second trial and everything, this is, make no mistake, this is when the Reed family needs our support the most, more than ever. This is when they need us to really be an anchor for them, that kind of support. So anything that you can do is appreciated. Anything.
Can I make a suggestion? You have mods, Kim, right?
I sure do.
If the mods could drop the link to the fundraiser in the chat and pin it, because people who are on their phones can't scan the QR code with their phones. So, I mean, I can drop it in there if somebody wants to pin it, or if the mods have just like the link, so that people can just click in the
Perfect.
chat on the link. You know what I mean?
That is exact, and that's why, Melanie Little, you are the smartest and the prettiest attorney that
That's
we
what I
know.
was going to say.
That's
Let the
because I
attorney
just did
fix
the
it.
same thing earlier. Because I'm like, well, if I'm on my phone, I can't scan it. So there's got to be another way. And then
I
also,
thought
you know,
you could
later
click
just put it
on
in the
it, but
channel
you can't.
description.
Tapped it, it would
No.
come up. It doesn't.
Oh, I'm
It doesn't-
sorry.
Oh, Kimmy, you need Jimmy to help you with this. You have to,
Kimmy,
you
help
have to take a
Kimmy.
picture. You have to take a picture of the scan. And if you're on your phone, you can take a picture of what's on your phone, Kimmy. Kimmy.
She
you need
injured herself.
you need a producer Steve on your side over there,
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Ah, oh,
I need a
Kimmy.
producer, Steve. I'm going to steal Steve is what I'm going to do.
Ah,
I'm going to offer him double his salary to come work for me.
well, I guess we're done, B. We're
Sorry,
done.
I'm sorry.
We
Yeah,
have an
I guess we
update.
are.
We're at $548,813. Does
That's
that
almost-
feel good?
Let's keep it going.
Let's
Let's
keep
go.
it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen, thanks once again. We love
Of
you,
course.
everybody watching. Thanks for everything you do. We'll see you down the road. We'll
All
see
right.
you at handouts, and we'll on your programs down the road as well.
we love you.
All right.
We
you
love
guys.
you
Enjoy your dinner.
too.
Love you right back.
You
See
guys.
you again soon, sir. See you again.
Thank you all.
Bye.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Kelly.
Oh,
Bye, guys.
so nice. Oh,
Yeah, they're
lovies.
amazing.
So
Yeah, they picked
that
us up from the
feels
airport. It was
so
cool.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
tell us more about those documents that dropped today.
Oh, yes, Melanie.
You know what?
Yeah.
This whole like the defense fund page right now is so busy that it's like buffering. Like I can't even pull up the link. So that's
Oh.
amazing.
That's
That's
good.
awesome. That's a good
That's good.
sign. I've seen that before, and that is a very good sign.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen that-
amazing.
Chugga.
I've seen that happen
Woo,
with
So I
GoFundMe.
can't even get to it right now. I'll just keep it there. So the judge Canoni in the Reed case denied both motions for both Bill and Janet's cell phone records, saying
love
that Eliza Little was right. The papers were facially insufficient and they did not meet the requirements of Lampron, even in his affidavit, which made me think, Hank Brennan's supposed to be some big hot shot that they hired, and either he doesn't know the law. Oh, great, you got through. Awesome. One of your moms got through to the link. Or, there really was no good faith basis for it because everything that was contained in her parents' records were in her records that they had from day one. Not that
Do you
anything would have hurt her, in my opinion, but it's just like, come on, how far out are we going to go?
Let me
Right.
ask you this. Him being a high-powered attorney, right? Looking at Judge Bebb, do you think he was trying to sneak it through, though?
Um,
I think it was a
No.
curveball.
I mean, I think it was a stretch. I think it was a
Yeah.
fishing expert. I think it was a reach,
Mhm.
Okay.
like he was trying to say that, well, no 40-something-year-old woman would ever call her mother at 1:30 in the morning unless she was telling them that she just murdered somebody.
He doesn't know
Like-
Bostonians, does he?
No, he doesn't
Right,
know
or-
women. I'm like, do you
Or,
have a
doesn't
or
know
daughter?
anybody with a decent relationship with their parents.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I guarantee you that every single person here who has an adult child has said, doesn't matter what time, if you need anything, you call.
Yeah.
Right?
Call me. Yeah.
Doesn't
Mhm.
everyone do that?
It certainly isn't
Yep.
evidence of murder. So
No.
no.
Right.
No,
That was
when I
crazy.
saw the attorney saying, "Hey, Karen called her father at a certain time. We don't even know who answered that phone." And he was harping for a couple minutes, saying, "We need to know who answered that phone." And I'm thinking, who gives a shit who answered the phone?
Right?
They
But
were
the
nowhere
cell
near
phone-
John O'Keefe or 34 Fairview. So I'm thinking, he's like, we really need to know that. And I'm thinking, who cares? It's so irrelevant to the case. What are you actually looking for? So that's why
What do
I
you
thought it
think
was
you're gonna
100%
do?
a fishing- a
You think
fishing
you're going to
expedition.
convince the jury? You're going to convince the jury that Bill Reed colluded on helping
Yeah.
her cover it up or
And
lie
who gives a
about it?
shit?
Or
Yeah.
right.
So he answered
what
the phone when
are
she
you
called
trying
it.
to convict? Are you trying to convict her, or are you trying to implicate more people
Right.
when you're supposed to be trying to convict her? What are you
Right.
doing?
I just thought
But
that
even
was
if
funny.
they get the records aren't going to show who physically answered the phone. So
Correct.
it was a
Right.
ridiculous argument.
Right, but he spent like 2-3 minutes on it. I was
Oh.
thinking, this is just ridiculous, man. This is stupid.
When you ain't got nothing, you ain't got nothing to lose.
Right, and
As
that's
Well,
why
the
I
he
was
famous
also
probably got
Bob
called
denied.
Dylan
Gretchen.
said.
He called Gretchen Voss Emily, and I said, "Is that her little sister? Who's Emily? Okay, who's Emily Voss?" But
That's
I don't know.
interesting.
Yeah. There is. I had mixed feelings about Hank because I was hopeful, right? Like I was hopeful when I initially saw it because he did say that he wanted to be very transparent and he wanted to be accommodating and that the defense needed to be given all the information. And I said, hey, this is Whitey's attorney. So you never know, right? Like it could have, but then when he also pushed so hard that Whitey wasn't a rat. And we all know what we all know, but I digress. There was an opportunity for there to be a straight and narrow prosecution after the hot mess express that was Adam Lally. And unfortunately, now we're seeing, let's go down, let's do side quests and let's F with everyone's soul. And I don't think that that's going to fly. Do you, Attorney Melanie Little?
I mean, it's like, what else do they have? Like, they have nothing. They got nothing. They got nothing. So it's like, the more ridiculous these asks get, the more ridiculous the case gets. It's Mazza.
Media. How
What's up,
are
Maz?
you, my friend?
How's it going, everybody? Good to see everybody.
Yo.
Dang.
Donations are rolling in. It's incredible. It's absolutely awesome what everybody's doing and bringing it here with a lot of donations and raising money for Karen. It's absolutely awesome. And it shows you the power of the people when they're united and what they can all do when they all come together and this fight for Karen and everything she's trying to do to free herself. And like you guys were just saying, they're trying to get anything they can to stick on her, and they just don't have anything at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day for that matter. And they're spinning their wheels.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It feels a little bit odd though to me with, and I just wanted to get all your takes on this because we don't get to be together like this often. Okay. So with regards to the case and the new kind of strategy with it, it feels very out of line in my opinion, because we've already tried this case I understand that you did not get a conviction, but you also did not get an acquittal. So now we're retrying. But with the ability for them to keep going for more items that they did not use during the first trial or new evidence, or were chipping on the first week of December down in Texas, I said, I hope you get some friggin' line dancing in, for Christ's sake, because what are we doing that we're chipping on when we've already chipped off? And you know what? I usually have Chip Proctor behind me, who I like to punch. A punch of Proctor. But
Oh, Chip.
yeah, good old Chip. But like, is it typical, or I have never seen or covered anything that you're going to go kind of a different strategy to prosecute? I've seen defenses change, but prosecutions, Melanie, very rare, right?
Yeah, but what are they really changing? Like, none of this stuff is really new, right? Like, they had the telematic system before. It's just new software now. They're claiming. I thought they destroyed it during the first trial. Now it's not destroyed. It's miraculously rehealed itself. It's repaired itself, and the defense is like, "Good, let's go do it. Let's go, game on." Because whatever we find in our minds is going to, exonerate her. So we're willing. We want to do it. There was a lot of misinformation out there that they were fighting.
You just gotta let us watch you do it.
Want to do it? Yeah.
Yes.
You just gotta let us watch you do it. But we're cool with it, sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, as long as whatever was on there before stays on there and nothing new gets on there, we're all for it.
Or stuff wasn't deleted and mysteriously, missing and stuff like that. I mean,
inverted.
Right, correct.
I don't know what we're doing here, except maybe we don't need to call every single witness that ever walked by 34 Fairview in the history of the
Exactly. Exactly. Which was such a disgrace about the first trial. They were just interviewing people like, you were at C.F. McCarthy's and you sat like in the absolute far back corner of the restaurant that night. It's like, okay, stop, enough. Let's just get to the witnesses that actually have something to say that might have some kind of substance. And these other people that are kind of non-essentials, just kind of don't waste our time, please.
Yeah.
I don't think they could find the band though. Did they ever find the band?
I think the band doesn't even want to get involved. Like, keep us out of this.
Right.
I've been trying to think of a scenario where Brian and I have experienced where a new guy comes in from, out of state to the department to take over a position. And I guess I could equate it to a new captain coming over to our area command, and he might be smart as hell, but no common sense. And what happens is that he makes more waves trying to change things, or this guy trying to investigate new things, and it causes more disruption because he doesn't know the pulse of his squad. In this case, would be the community. This is a really tight community. If you start exposing things that shouldn't be exposed, that have no relevance, just to do it, I think he's going to create more waves, and I think he's going to draw more attention to this case for the positive side of Karen. That's how I feel about it. That's how I look at things like that.
That's a great spin.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if it pans out that way, but
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. We just covered a trial in Hampshire County, which is like a little bit. Where's Hampshire? You guys
Yes.
who live there, like a little bit further west or Midwestern Mass. And this kid was actually acquitted. I mean, it was a horrible case of a home invader that invaded his home. He protected his family. He killed the guy. It took 20 minutes for law enforcement to show up, and he was acquitted. And I'm like, in my head, I'm going, okay, maybe we can change the venue to Hampshire County. Maybe those jurors in Hampshire County get it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
Gotta
know, but it
handle-
was
gotta handle
a
your
great day
business.
for justice there. So
Always gotta handle your business. That's
there's
why I
no
tell people
way.
you should have
right?
guns or pistolas in your house, and if somebody comes in to do damage or hurt you or your family, you have the right to defend yourself.
I
Well,
mean,
that was
Handle,
the
handle your
scary thing.
business, then call the cops. But you don't call the
Mm.
cops until the business has been handled.
There we go.
Michael Morrissey's focus, I think, is going to be to maintain as much control over this case as he can.
Yeah.
Any chance of losing absolute control over the outcome of how things are executed in the case against Karen Read could absolutely, he would panic, because the only explanation as to why this is going on still is because there's some corrupt entity behind it all making it happen.
Sure.
Well, I just went over the motion papers in Aiden's case. So the Commonwealth in Aiden's case, led by Cosgrove, has opposed the motion for Morrissey's private emails and text messages and is like clawing back. Like, we are not giving them to you. You don't deserve them.
Wow.
You haven't proven that you're entitled to them. So they're putting up a real fight over there, and we'll see what happens if the judge allows it. But it's like, in Karen Read's case, they're asking for the same stuff, and Hank Brennan's like, all right, I'm going through the stuff. I'm like turning it over as I find it. And it's interesting.
If that judge that's going over Turtle Boy's case is on those emails, they're not going to approve it. You know what I'm saying? If she's been contacted, or
That's a good
been
point.
contacted Morrissey, he's not going to release him. There's
That's
no
a
way
good
he's gonna
point.
Throw mud in his own face.
That's something I didn't even think of.
They doth protest too much.
Yep.
Oh, Lovies, I'm so sorry. Creators, can somebody tell me how to pin a comment?
Sure. There should be 3 dots next to that post you just made with the link in it. And then you should
Yep.
be able to, actually, you're going to have to do it at the YouTube level, not the StreamYard level. So you're going to actually have to go to the web link on YouTube, find the comment you just posted, click the 3 dots, and then select pin message.
Noted.
Yeah.
Thank you
You
very
can't do
much.
it from your phone for some
What
reason.
the, what the hell did he just say?
I have no idea, but I'm going to try it real hard. And the desktops don't fail me now.
That's right. Yep.
Yes, because I don't know how. Sidebar. I apologize.
That's okay.
And now we have. Oh, I'm so sorry, Michael Crawford. I had asked you to join us on this lovely panel, and you stated you would be here. Was that a fib, good sir?
He's
Ooh,
right,
calling him
but
out.
he's right, by the way. Like, if you go to your phone, that's
Oh, you
why I
can do it
always
on your
have it
phone?
open on my phone.
Oh, you
yeah.
can do it on your phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. My phone.
Right, I'm
As
gonna
long
try.
as you're signed in, as long as you're signed in under your owner account.
Right.
I am going to do it, and I just got an updated. I'm looking on the page right now, guys. We are at $549,000.
Oh, wow.
549,073. Come on, babes. We can
Yep.
do this. Everything, all of you, the community, right? And we were talking about this earlier. And Melanie, you are always so smart with stating about this community and their, not only their generosity with their time, but with their contributions, with
Mhm.
their sharing the message with others. And this is everything matters. This is all in, babes. We are all in on red at the casino. And this is the end result. And what the stakes are is Karen's life.
Mhm.
So you all doing your part, just whatever that is, and whatever you have been doing, whatever you are able to do, means so much to Karen, to her family, to the community. And like we always say, we see Karen in us as women. Melanie and I are two of the, Melanie is the elite of the coverage as her attorney.
I have a lot of
beautiful
years on you,
self.
sweetheart.
No, you
Comes
stop
with
it.
age.
No, that's wisdom, okay, only. And your continued renewed efforts in explaining to us everything legally that is going on, and our community continues to grow because we were born at night, but not last night, babes. And we see the forest for the trees. You are not going to try to sell us a bill of goods that is absolute bullshit up to your eyeballs. We have awoken and we won't go to bed and we can't take a nap until this is all set. Until the end result is Karen Reed is acquitted on charges 1 through 3, and pray to God that there are charges brought up for what actually occurred to Officer John O'Keefe on January 29th, 2022.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's so much bigger than just Karen Reed, too, if you think about it that way. This is about our system. This is about people being wrongfully persecuted, and about, a government that will not back down. They're like, no, not only are we not going to back down, despite the fact that there's zero evidence that John O'Keefe was hit by a car. But we are, well, except for some sprinkled taillight, but
full steam ahead.
All of us. This is about like our whole system. And, Robert Alessi, the judge allowed that motion to let Robert Alessi onto the defense team, the New York attorney. He's now allowed to be part of the defense team, and he's working for free. That's how much he believes in this case. He's decided to take this on pro bono, and this is a guy who works for a major international law firm. I mean, I don't know what his hourly rate is, but you can bet it's somewhere north of $1,800 an hour. And this is a guy who believes in this case so much that he's willing to come in and work for free. So there's that, and there's this Jimmy.
Auntie Deb.
Auntie Deb.
What's up,
Hi,
Auntie
lovey.
Now it's a freak off.
It's happening. It's happening. A pink shirt, and you got the glasses on. Let me get my Mrs. Parks. I got to get my...
Listen.
I love it.
I got to put my nephew downstairs in front of the Celtics. It's all he wants to watch. What are we at right now for numbers?
Okay, let me get a numbies check.
We need numbers. Let's get numbers because I got it. Let's make a few
I got to
little
refresh.
deals.
Who is she?
Hold on. Who we got up in here? LV Cops. Melanie Rudel.
She's here.
You absolute star.
Can't even help us.
You are the best.
No, you're the best.
You so much. Mazza, how many chicken wings did you have today?
0, just turkey leftovers
That
today.
was not
And
a good
eggs.
day, Mazza.
There
Get on
you
that grill.
That's right.
It's happening, people. We're at $549,463. Keep on
Perfect.
cranking.
What is it? 549,463.
Can we get 550? Can we get 550?
If we
Do I
can
hear
get to
550? We
550.
need 550. We're almost at 550.
If we get to 550, when I come back later, I will crab walk at a weird location, sing a song, and be in character as Bev. All those will happen. Let's get to 550, okay? And if we get to 551, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Just don't get arrested.
Okay. Yeah,
Listen,
all
it's worth
legal.
it. It's worth it, okay? I trust the system here in Massachusetts. It's worth
Oh.
it. We'll do me correct.
I was going to
You're
say
the one.
something. I was going to say something similar to what Melanie Little was saying, because she was talking about how this is about the system and how this is about fighting corruption. And I was going to mention, supporting Karen Reed in this and helping her win this fight is going to help open doors in the other cases that we're passionate about that are happening there locally. And that could open doors all over the country and really wake people up to corruption. So this is, if you can use your imagination just that much, you could really see how even $2 can be a seed to how these branches can expand,
Yeah.
All adds up.
The host has muted my
Why
mic.
the awkward? Yeah, I was gonna say, what happened? Why the awkward
host has
silence?
muted my mic.
I'm sorry. I was just
Oh,
saying.
and did you see the comment from Squirrel?
I didn't.
Look later in the replay. I'll be back.
Okay,
I gotta
thank
put a
you.
kid to bed, okay?
Thank you. You
All
are
right.
so wonderful. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, what a nice uncle he
Later.
is.
He is the
Yes.
oh my gosh. They were out catching
my
Pokemon
God.
and he got a Charizard, which I told him now. If you don't know, now you know.
I don't know.
Charizard is big doings in the Pokemon world. Okay. It is one, he's like a Pokemon master now. And I said, James, I am not worthy. Okay. Good sir. I can't even be in your presence. You catching Charizards. Okay, sorry. Anyway,
I know nothing about Pokemon except there's a yellow guy named Pikachu. That's about all I know about Pokemon. Yeah.
We actually have a free Karen reader who is Pikachu something.
Oh, no
Do
kidding.
we see them sometimes? Oh, it's still not pinned. I'm working on it, Lovey. Sorry, I squirreled and ADD'd. I'm coming back. Here we go. Anything else that has happened to? Oh, not today. Oh, we have a guest. We have a guest. It's happening.
There he is.
Hey.
Oh,
I got
Wearing
Mr.
his
Crawford.
Nurse Kim pearls, and
hey.
that's a man.
Mr. Crawford.
We're the
Wow,
Brady
Harry
Bunch.
Styles has nothing on you, Mike. With the
We're the
pearls.
almost-
I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Nurse Kim and the good Auntie Bev and
The good Auntie
Edward's
Bev.
mom. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm in the club.
Hey, we need 2 more people to be the Brady Bunch.
That's exactly
Oh,
what I was
that's
going to
yes.
say.
I love it.
You do look striking in those pearls, though. You look
Nice,
like what I would
Marsha.
imagine. You look like what I would imagine Plevin's mom looks like.
Oh, I might. That's probably true.
Yeah.
Bang, bang.
Compliment
gotta
for you,
leave.
though.
Bang, bang.
Oh,
Will. We didn't
oh,
know that was
Compliment,
coming.
compliment for you, though. Compliment
Yeah,
for you.
thank you. I take it as that.
I do
I'm
want
excited tonight about the money, like that we're over
Yes.
550. That's like
Yeah, amazing.
everybody like
Yeah, that's amazing.
Hey, let me say this. This just came to my head, and it's completely stupid. But what if, hypothetically, what if we're all in a scenario right now, right? And we're being evaluated on how we would act facing this type of a situation, right? Are we going to go to the good side? Are we going to go to the bad side? Are we going to fight for either side? This is weird to me because I almost feel like I'm watching a movie. How this is
Yeah.
happening.
It's like the
I've
Truman
been saying
Show.
that since, I've been
Right?
saying that since I started following this case a year ago. I've been
Right.
saying this is like not even real. I can't believe this is real.
Yeah.
And it gets more and more weird. It gets
Yeah.
weirder and weirder.
Yeah. And I was talking to Brian, and I was talking to Brian saying, hey, Brian, how long does a department have to be in business to be this corrupt from Morrissey all the way down to
Oh yeah.
almost a rookie? You know, what kind
Dude.
of seeds do they have to plant to make it happen?
Oh, for
It's
sure.
so weird to me. So weird to me that this is
It's-
happening like this.
It's generational,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
yeah,
you guys
it's-
tell
it's
them,
deep.
tell these guys what percentage of Canton cops are born and raised Canton. It's a huge
Look at
percentage.
Kelleher. He's third
80.
generation cop in Canton. His father and grandfather were cops. That's like there's a few of them like that.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal because
Mike,
in Philly,
you're pretty well versed on like the history of the local government there, right?
No, I mean,
mean-
not that well, but I
Okay.
know a little bit. I mean, I know some. I'm not going to say I was
82%.
born there. I know some of the kids there, from going to Bridgewater State,
Wild.
which is close by.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I mean, it just a lot of these towns are like that. That it's just like the certain townies that second, third generation, they're still working there because they either leave.
Yeah, that's what I
like,
mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I
So
mean.
so like a lot of time, and I think Canton is like more so. I think Canton in Norfolk County is the most towny part of the state. Do you know what I mean? Like where I live in the North Shore, there's like colleges. There's more business than just town business. In Canton, what is the business? It's cops.
Canton Fence
right?
Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
Hey, when you're making
Yeah.
$200,000 a
Business.
year, when you're making
That's a good point.
$200,000 a year, you're gonna stay a cop, and you're gonna tell your kid, "Hey, be a cop because it's easy,
Dude.
and you make $200K, and you get a pension."
Wild.
Yep.
We
That's what
talked
it is.
about that too when we were having breakfast, I think, about those kind of salaries and like man, and I was like, that's not what I asked you guys, like that's not what Las Vegas cops make.
No.
And you were
No,
like, yeah,
that's-
like maybe a captain.
No,
or something
not
like
even a
that.
cap. Not even a
Not
captain.
even-
Those salaries are highly inflated. Those
Yeah.
salaries are utterly ridiculous. A lieutenant making $322,000 a year is almost as much as our sheriff. No, a lieutenant here in Vegas makes about 130,000.
Wow.
So, and they're not allowed to work overtime. They're not allowed to work overtime, and there's a
Yeah,
reason for that.
Boston
So,
has a
yeah,
lot
once
of
you promote,
over. Yeah. Yeah.
well,
I'd
once
say
you promote
Boston
here,
has a lot.
sergeants can work overtime, but lieutenants and higher, unless it's a huge event like maybe F1, they might have had one lieutenant out as the watch commander to take charge of all the police. But their salaries are, for such a small town. I'm in awe that they make that much money for a small town. Because Vegas, we have 2.5 million people here,
Right.
and the starting salary, like I was a 20-year cop, right? 20-year cop. And with all my raises and my a lot of stuff that the union got rid of, but with being invested, I was making just about 100,000 every year, no overtime, just
Mhm.
straight up. But it took me 20 years to get that. Right, I started at 36,000. I ended my career making just about 100,000. So that's a street cop. A sergeant make about 120, lieutenant about 130, 135, captain about 150. That's it. That's
And
it.
so much more dangerous on the daily
Yeah.
basis, right?
Well, for
Mhm.
us, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, a day at Canton versus a day in Vegas, 100% night.
Yeah.
The Canton
Night
cops,
and day.
They
Night
never
and
invested a
day.
crime scene in the snow
you
before.
could put me
so.
in Gonzo. You could put me in Gonzo in Canton tonight, and we'd be fine. We could work there all week and we'd be fine. You could not bring a
Sleeping.
Canton guys out here
Armed with
for a
pepper
week.
spray.
They would not be able to handle Vegas, I don't think.
Yeah. It'd be
We
too
are
much for 'em. Yeah. It'd
$220
actually have to be a real
away.
cop.
$220 away from
Let's
550,000.
go.
Nice.
Let's go. Ride-alongs.
I'm not-
Ride-alongs. If you're watching, let's go. Ride-alongs.
I'm gonna put you guys on the spot. You think Brian Albert could handle Vegas?
Hell no. Come on.
You
with
mean
the-
as a cop
Yeah.
or just as a person?
Take your pick. Either one. I'll take any answer.
no,
No wrong
Vegas-
answer.
Vegas is it's a very
It's not Boston's finest, though.
transient town. You know, we get a lot of people here. You get a lot of different people from all over. I mean, could he handle it here? Oh, you know, of course. But if he was going to be, I actually worked with a couple of cops. Most of the guys in my academy when I came out in Metro in '99, most of my guys, at least half, were from New York. Right, I was from Philly. They were from New York. They were cops in New York, but everybody wanted something different. They wanted Vegas because it was better. But a lot of them did not make it. A lot of them were cops for 1-2 years, and the East Coast kind of attitude was creeping in, and they weren't being on the up and up. And I know a bunch of guys that got fired earlier in their career for doing dumb stuff, and they were all East Coasters. So sometimes it's just it's just that mentality of, because I had some buddies that were Philly cops, and it wasn't good. Let's just put it that way. And I didn't agree with the way some of them worked, and that in Vegas that doesn't happen. So if Brian Albert came out here and tried to work like he does back there, that would be unacceptable, and he would get pushed out. And he can't come out here and think he's going to be some kind of kingpin, because that ain't going to happen.
It doesn't happen.
That ain't going to happen.
Right.
That's dope.
He can try to throw his weight around, but then he's going to just get punched in the mouth. So
Yeah. There you have it.
yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, but I don't know if that
Smith,
answers my question. I'm just kidding. No, that was a lot better than I expected. Thank you.
He wouldn't get paid as well. I mean,
No,
Boston,
that's right.
They pay those big salaries too, but
Yeah.
it's a bigger city than Canton, obviously.
Yeah, how do they get away paying so much, and Vegas pays way less, and we're
OT.
literally 5-10 times the size?
They
Right.
never want to
Right.
hire cops, and then they give them all OT. I mean, that's what half of the salary in Boston is like OT. When you look at the top, they are the top paid employees in the city.
Right. No, not us.
Just wanted to tell you guys
Yeah.
that took me approximately, I don't know, how long did that take me? 26
20
minutes to pin, okay?
Yeah.
But
Let's
we
say 30.
pinned. Now let's get over that number.
I
We're getting to
saw
50.
I think we might be
somebody
there.
say that we're almost there,
I think
like
we're there.
$110 away. I saw a couple.
I
of
bet
It's
we're
all
there.
happening,
I'm gonna
babes.
check right now.
We're almost there.
This
I
is
see Auntie Deb doing a hell of a crab walk.
Yep.
Listen, and it's going to be, it is, listen, Auntie Deb went to a mill in Worcester somewhere, and Oblivious Benson was on the stream, and all of a sudden you went to it was like just a random sky camera, and you see a person getting out of a vehicle and then crab walking, and it was the best ending of a stream I have ever seen. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Please, let's do it again that way, Auntie. Oh.
She and Auntie Deb killed it at the fundraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Oh
killed
my
it.
God.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it until I watched it today. And like at the end, when it's crab walking out the door, get out of my way, Clara. Like,
That was hilarious. Yeah.
it was so funny.
Get out of
my
the way,
God.
Clara.
That was such a funny set, man. That set was so good.
Yeah.
Of course, it was the one time I went to the car and I missed it and had to watch it all. I was horrified. I had just left just to go out because I didn't know that we were, I didn't know if our telephones were allowed. So I left everything in the car like a good girl, and then found out you could. So I wanted to make sure that I got to video Auntie Deb, and I missed the whole thing like a real great friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Kim, didn't you and I and Brian take a picture together?
We sure did.
What did we use? A
My
phone. A phone.
Yeah, a phone. I went out to go get the phone. I just
So not a Polaroid camera.
We used a Polaroid. Who are you kidding?
Thank God we got cops on the case.
That's
We
right.
put disposable cameras on each table. That was
Yeah,
it.
right.
And if you looked under table 21, we were making sure that there was no baby oil under it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? No freak offs.
$65. $65 away.
65. Come on,
$65.
babe.
Wow.
We're
Amazing.
going to get there. Where's Mary Malarkey? She knows where the baby oil is. Stop it, Mary. Okay. This is incredible. All of you are incredible. And I know, what else, guys? What do we think about, what is your most concerning part of retrial coming up that you think could be a wild card from the Commonwealth, and what do you think that is going to be the biggest strength of the defense for retrial?
Well, for me as the jury, that's the wild card. It always is, right? Because of what we just experienced, right? It should have been a dismissal of all charges and walk away, but it's the unknown of the jury, right? And the strong point for the prosecution, I think it's, for the prosecution is to bring back the troopers. That's gold.
Yeah,
that's gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
agree.
the strong point for the defense is they already know what everyone said a bunch of times over and over again. So, I mean, that's the key for
Great
that.
point, Mike.
And the only thing I think about the defense, the prosecution, is like the wild card is Brennan. I mean, I'm not impressed so far, but you never know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I think basically,
Who knows?
the prosecution, they're trying to change the color of their feathers basically, and try to make it seem like they're coming in from a different approach, but definitely it's the same exact thing. They're just disguising it. There's nothing different. It's the same thing. They're just showing you a different way of looking at it. And it's all going to just get picked apart by the defense the same way they picked apart Lally. And I wonder if Lally got that sandwich for Hank Brennan that Aiden was asking him about.
Oh my God.
The lemon water.
Ooh.
Carrying the book bag.
Yeah.
What do you think, Melanie? What do you think about the dark horse? And
I don't know. I think that if Brennan can tighten up his game and like not call so many witnesses, and I think if the defense can focus more on, we don't know what happened, but something happened that was not a car accident,
Sure.
Because I think like a lot of the jurors may have had trouble wrapping their brain around, specific people who did it and what the motive was. And, this whole like Aruba thing, like there was so much spaghetti thrown at the wall in that first trial that the whole, like, it was like the prosecution was playing defense the entire time.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like they had the ball the entire time, but they were playing defense. It made
Yeah.
no sense to anybody.
Right.
And it was just like their theory was just confuse the hell out of the jury.
Yeah.
And they're not going to know what to think.
Which
Yep.
theory?
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They bring somebody up and it's like Adam Lally asks them a bunch of questions. What if anything? How if any? Where if any? And it's just what's this witness's purpose here? What are they bringing to the table? It's going to be sufficient for anybody to know. And it's nothing but basically trying to lull you to sleep, lull a jury to sleep, and just basically fill it with a bunch of gibberish and confuse them. So basically when it comes time to declare a verdict, they're a little bit more confused about everything. They're not as certain as they should be. And additionally, my biggest concern going into the second trial actually is the verdict sheet again. Are they going to throw the same exact verdict sheet at that jury again this time around? And is it going to be just as confusing for this jury as it was for the first jury? Additionally, are they going to try to pull another tactic where they declare a mistrial the same exact way they declared a mistrial in the second one, just as they did in the first one, and keep this thing going basically as long as they want? That's my biggest concern. That's my biggest nightmare.
They need to have more time for closings. 1 hour for closings is a joke. It's
That's
an
right.
absolute joke for a trial that was 9 weeks long.
Mm-hmm.
I watched trials recently that were 5 days long and they had 2.5 hours for closing. Because what you typically do in your closing is you go over the verdict sheet with the jury. You put it up on a PowerPoint and you say, look, you're going to come to this question. And as soon as you get to here, you could stop. And then it needs to be explained better. It's just they did not have the time. 1 hour to tie this entire case together. There's no way it could be done.
Way too much information.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Is that appealable? Like, is that because she limits them how long they can do it? You think there would ever be any like pushback?
There was everything was done at sidebar, so we have no idea what the arguments were.
Yeah.
That's why they're fighting to have these sidebars like unsealed, because I can't even opine on that because I don't even know what the legal arguments were.
Right.
Well, I don't know. There was never any written. I went over all the written motions. There was never any written motion to extend the time for closing. But I mean, remember, Lally ran out of time, and she's like, "You're done." And he's like, "Oh, one more sentence, one more sentence." Like he couldn't even finish.
Oh.
And he wanted to
Poor
make sure he
guy.
got that one John Adams quote back in for his favorite judge.
You're
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because, you know,
No
that's our favorite president.
Hold on,
No respect from the public in any way, shape, or form. It's so sad.
Yeah. I hope that the defense, the only thing that I would really love is if they could potentially cross-examine Dr. Renee Stonebridge, the
I was gonna say that.
neuropathologist. Because
I saw your
that-
show on her, and you were
Ooh.
spot on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Melanie. Like that catastrophic brain injuries that were sustained in subarachnoid hemorrhaging to the frontal lobes, to the temporal lobes. He had a herniated brainstem, and there is no medical rationale that would indicate Officer John O'Keefe went from a standing position, a 6'2", 217 pounds, and struck his head one time to the back of his occiput that would have made that catastrophic damage.
You know what that was? That was a 25-pound plate that they used at the basement.
Could be.
Well, that is a coup and counter. Yeah, you're absolutely. It is not you going to a stationary item. It's being struck by a moving item that would be able to have that brain damage. You're absolutely correct. It could not happen from a moving item going to a stationary area. And one strike, guys. This wasn't multiple, allegedly, per the Commonwealth's theory. So if you can't make that make sense, that is done. It is reasonable doubt.
Yeah, that's
And
doubt
that-
right there, right?
Yes. There needs to be, because I've never, ever claimed to know what happened at 34 Fairview. But
Same here.
what I know what did not happen, and what I have been able to rule out via trial, evidence, documentation, and medical experience, and our brains just using. You don't need to have, be a doctor or a registered nurse to say, how did all of this catastrophic injury happen when you are saying it was a low speed reverse car accident?
You can't. I've been, multi intracranial hemorrhages in multiple parts of the brain, like temporal, one here, one here, one here, one here. That doesn't
Bilateral,
happen.
babes.
Yeah.
Exactly, Melanie. Both sides. So
Yep.
how did that
The
happen?
haymaker. That's how it
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
You definitely can't rule out multiple assailants.
Yeah.
And a dog.
Injuries like that.
And you don't need
Okay,
to.
babes,
You
we're
don't need
having
to,
a
right?
moment.
Whatever happened, it wasn't a car accident.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that is all we know, right? And well, for sure, that is what we can say. Unfortunately, I wasn't Mass State Police. That was Chippy Proctor's job to investigate what happened, and I'm not an investigator, so I can't say what happened. However, I know that a 6,900-pound Lexus LX 570 did not strike Officer John O'Keefe and have a spontaneously combusted taillight. And then here was also the kicker that the plow drivers, to the DPW workers of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Nurse Kim loves you because they reached out to me. Lucky Laughran, are you kidding me? They said, Kim, how was there all the taillight found in front of the house when they made multiple passes? It would have been up by the, God forgive me, the Asian people's home or further up, because it would have moved with the with the plow.
Any
Dragged
debris that
everything out.
right.
It never would have been at 34 Fairview if it had combusted and been left in the street. That would have been swept, and it would have been moved all the way up to and including to a stop sign. Just saying.
No, you're right. I agree.
Oh, so I just wanted to say, babes, that apparently our pay to it is loading, and it's refusing to allow others to donate. I would love to throw you. Yep, we're working on it.
Too much traffic.
I can't get it to load either.
Are we crashing?
I've been trying to get it for like 10
Are
minutes.
we
Yeah.
crashing the site?
I think
If we
so.
are, what I want to do is remind you, because Bo is incredible, and I love your beautiful pictures, Bo, says that we could Venmo Karen at Karen-Reed-1. That is her Venmo. If you are feeling comfortable or you have that app and you can't wait for the pay to it to come up again, I totally understand. And we would love for you to donate that way if you are able to. Thank you so much.
Did somebody just pin it?
Oh, I have to pin that now. Hold, please. I shall. Auntie, where are you? Ooh. Oh, I see her.
I think we're waiting for
I
crab.
see a baby crab.
walk.
Me
Just
needs
that
a full
crab.
screen for this one.
Oh, Minnie. Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, solo layout.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Oh yes.
Crab walk.
Oh yes.
Crab walking down the street. Crab walking down the street.
Oh my god, I love that guy so much.
Judge Canone.
it, you losers.
Huh?
Oh look. Oh my god.
Oh, get it, girl.
That's funny.
The neighbors are
I love
like,
it.
again, Jimmy, again with the
Yeah.
crab walk.
Oh my
You're
god.
doing the
Get
crab
out of
thing
the
again
street.
outside. Doing
out
the
of
fucking
the
Oh
crab
my
thing in
God.
the street.
He's got that wig on again.
Good
Here we
God.
go.
Do it. Do we make the money? We get the 50, 500 down.
We broke the
What
internet.
happened?
We crashed
broke
the
the
internet,
internet.
babe.
We didn't get it.
No, we
all-
broke the
I hope
internet. I
we're
think we
there.
did.
I think
We did.
got it.
We don't know.
We're like
Can we find out? It's like our thing. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, honey.
Down.
Look at Bev. Calm your tits. Hi, listen to me. Oh, run away, sweetheart.
Yes.
Look at that angel.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
my
Oh, keep crab walking.
Crab walking down the street.
He's not gonna stop until we get it.
For every mile he crab walks, I'll donate $10.
Who is singing crab walking down on the street? I need that to be my ringtone.
That was
Who
Mazza,
was
I
that?
think.
That was me, Mazza.
Mazza, I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Auntie
all
Bev
right.
took off.
Thanks,
It
Auntie.
won't load.
How I look? How I look?
You look beautiful.
How's my
You look
form?
gorgeous.
Your form is
Absolutely.
incredible.
Is this appropriate to do?
Oh,
Everyone's so friggin' sensitive. Christ.
You're not lying. You're not lying.
Grow up. Oh my good lord. Claw me. Melanie, I know you got my claw. Claw me, babe. Jesus Christ. All right, I promised a song too.
Comedy is not always pretty.
Oh,
I mean, you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I think
Don't
that's pretty.
project, okay?
That is
Don't freaking
beautiful.
project.
No, he knows
You,
what that means.
Project.
Lovely.
Don't project.
Okay.
Did we get it? Did we get the money?
How
We
do
got
I? Oh, we got the money, honey. You did so
Auntie
got
Deb
it.
down the Cape.
We got it.
We're going to Disney.
There we go.
You
We're
know
going
we
to
got it.
Disney.
We did it. We did it.
Disney.
550,
You did it.
550,
Yeah.
130. 550, 130. We're at.
Yes.
I love it.
Because you guys see me though in the light and all that. And all that
You
stuff.
guys are amazing.
Oh,
You know what's
guys.
amazing is we raised enough money to pay off Critical K's lawsuit, but that's not gonna happen.
Oh my God, I could get like half my student loans down with that.
Right.
Can I borrow a few, Karen, hon? Send some my way.
Oh, Lordy, Lord.
Lord.
And if anybody else, the Venmo also is there and the PayPal. So I am going to try to pin that. Oh, no, I can't do that. Can I pin more than one thing or is just one thing pinned?
No, one thing at a time.
Okay,
Don't
so
try to
we'll keep
explain
up the
anything
defense
to her
fund
ever.
and then I'll just put. Okay, thank you. I'll try to figure that out. I can put that maybe in the description.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, you can put them all in the description later.
Yeah, hon. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Okay, thank you. Listen, you know the things get stuck in the computer, Jimmy. Love me. Thank you. Oh, this is wonderful. And now, creators, do you mind just taking, if anybody has a couple of questions, like a random, can we do like a round robin for just a few minutes and then we can rock and roll?
Yep.
Go for
Okay,
it.
you're the best. Humans. Oh, look at Giovanni's Pikachu. I knew we had a free Karen reader who was a Pikachu lover. It all comes back to Pokemon. Okay. So
I think that's an
James was
actual
playing with you earlier.
Pokemon.
And by the way,
My
it's
kid
not
was into
Charizard.
Pokemon.
I'm sure you drove everyone crazy. It's Charizard. There's a D at the end of it, just some speck on his name.
excuse me.
Look it up.
I'm gonna have to take this offline. with you.
Charizard. What is
Charizard.
that?
Listen,
one's
I
ever heard of
said
that.
I have it's my accent.
No,
I put a
no,
D on it.
People from
Good,
Massachusetts
babe.
pronounce their D's.
I never have. Okay, find a D. All right. Hello, everyone.
Trying me today.
We'll allow
Did
it,
you
and
see
then
what she
we've
did
got
there?
Maddie Wag. Maddie Wag, we love you so much. And look at this is for you, Jimmy. Hard D's.
Listen, I earned
Okay,
it after
thank
that
you.
crab walk.
He's
Okay,
nuts.
thank you.
And the bees are being. We know that is right. And one time for Kelly, that's
Play it.
assault.
Please, can you
ma'am.
play it? Can you
All
play
right.
it? Let's. If we all dance,
No,
that
I
would be
can't
cool.
play it. It's illegal. It's illegal.
Why can't you
we are
play
doing
it?
a appropriate stream.
Who are you today?
Charizard is a wizard. I don't know.
I'm playing it then.
I don't know. Okay.
We all want to hear the song.
This is, we've got any questions, Lovey? We have 8 of the, wait, no, minus me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in heaven. We have the most beautiful, smartest, prettiest, and most handsome beaded, some wearing pearls. Oh, Maza, I have one question. Where's your pearls, babe? Because you got a pair.
They're still in my jacket. I never took them out. I still got them in there. I actually put the suit away and just never took them out. There, I got all my stuff in there still. I never took out. So sorry.
Okay.
I can go get it if you want.
Mrs. Betterow might be a little bit upset about that because
Yeah, I know.
Mrs. Betterow and the good Auntie Bev wanted to make sure that you got those string of pearls.
I know. I got them.
You got him.
I won't upset anybody.
I made sure.
I love that. And then here we go. Megan says, would you consider doing the Brady Bunch while everyone is here? It makes me happy. Sorry.
We need one.
We're not fully Brady bunched up, babe. Or we
Yeah,
would.
we need one. We're missing Cindy. Melanie is Marsha.
All
You're
right.
Dan.
Yes.
I'm Alice.
Seize the day. Talk about a dream team. Melanie, the Glarer,
Mike is
LV
great.
Cop Daddies. I love you guys, and I got a shirt. Do we remember this? Do you remember giving me
Yeah,
a
you stole
shirt?
Karen's shirt. I remember that.
Oh, I did not steal it. I did not. This is slander. Kelly and Nathan and Nurse Kim. Also, we have the incredible Michael Crawford and Mazza Media. Okay, yo, yada, yada. I don't know what that means. Oh my gosh, the Venmo isn't working either.
All right, don't get her stream stricken with your music,
She
Jimmy.
won't get
No, that's not
Oldie's
copyrighted.
boyfriend
Oh,
made
it's
it.
not?
That's-
What is
She,
it?
yeah,
loves,
yeah,
she
yeah.
loves it. She freaks out to it. She loves it. She's
That's
Okay.
that's the
Can somebody
Grant
write it
Smith
special?
Stream.
When,
That's
yeah,
the
you
when
guys-
Tony's here, she
Are
activates
you
different.
offended? Can I play this or no?
It's
Would
the-
you be
it's
offended
the-
by it?
DJ Lunchbox played it.
No, she doesn't know what it is. It's the Grant Smith.
I don't know what it is. I just didn't
It's
want to.
Grant
It was like a
Smith,
regular. Like I was
Yeah.
playing those videos earlier that were posted on TikTok with all that house damage, and it was like a popular song. And I'm like, oh, I can't play that because I got in trouble for playing that.
Yeah,
Oh,
this-
no, hon, you're fine.
All right. I don't want Kimmy. I don't want Kimmy to get in trouble, Jimmy.
She won't.
Jimmy.
Don't give me that.
Jimmy.
Look at
Don't
that.
give me
Oh,
that now.
Mute
What
him.
are
Look
we
at that.
doing?
Throw 'em
Oh,
on.
Joseph
No,
Kane
we're
has
all putting our
spoken.
girls on.
Joseph,
want
donate $10. Let's go. We're lunchboxing this. All right, guys, you're about to hear a song that you
It's
you may
amazing.
not
It
ever
will
want to
get
come
stuck in
back
your
to
head.
my channel, but I love you and I apologize in advance. And it's my favorite. Bam.
That's assault, ma'am.
I saw the
That's assault, ma'am. Rape it.
I can't hear it.
How dare you?
Stop that chair, ma'am. That's assault, ma'am.
This is
That's
Grant.
assault, ma'am.
This
Rape
is
it.
Jessica
Ma'am.
Machado.
Rape it. Stop that chair here. These people are going to eject you from this line.
Get it, Jimmy.
That's assault.
Okay.
Ma'am. That's assault, ma'am. It is-
This takes me to another dimension. I'm ready to call me
I will
Enya,
tell you
baby.
Exactly what happened.
I love it. This is a very Mike song. Mike
These
loves
people are
it.
going to eject you
Oh.
from this line.
Uncle Francis,
That's
you
assault.
are
That's
here.
assault. We have video of her just touching. How did that change? I will be. Excuse me. She just, ma'am, ma'am.
Okay.
Excuse me.
We're gonna
That's
put it
assault.
back now. There we go. But
I
that
couldn't even
was
hear
that's
it.
a
I had to
MC
pretend.
lunchbox.
That's fantastic.
Isn't it
It
good?
is.
I love that.
Ma'am.
Who wrote it? Who did it?
That's Oblivious's boyfriend.
Oh,
He's so good.
He remixed it
Nice.
awesome.
in like a minute. We're like, oh, I play it like every day. Me and my nephew watch. Hold on, watch.
Is this
James.
OnlyFans? No, Rob. Don't worry.
Answer me, ready, quick, ready. That's assault. That's assault.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you?
Oh, Lord.
Thanksgiving, my
Oh.
sister was like, "That's assault."
I said that today, and Mr. Nurse Kim said that's not funny, and we don't say things like that. And I
Yeah,
said,
they don't like
"It
it. They
is."
don't like it.
Mazza has his pearls. Yes, he does.
Got
Oh, Mazza, can I take a picture
gotta
of you
put
and
'em on.
Mike
You gotta
with your
put 'em
pearls
on.
on, please? This is bringing me joy.
Who
I gotta
left?
clip it. My
He's
boys.
holding him. He's looking at him.
Oh no, you gotta put them on,
They're
Mazza.
not chicken
for
I'm
me.
not putting them on. That's just
They're
not
not
me.
putting on.
Why
Oh,
can't you
you're
put
not
'em
putting
on?
them on.
Yeah.
Mazza,
Who refuses to wear the ribbon?
you don't want
It's
to
not
put
even
on
a chicken
the
wing.
pearls?
You gotta put it on.
Mazza,
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. I will.
who
You
refuses
held
to-
the pearls.
you heard it here
and
first.
You
Yeah,
had
I'll
them.
put 'em
I'm
on.
happy
All
as a
right, he held
clam.
them.
Well, listen, everybody. You have given me far too much of your time,
All
and
right.
we hit goals of unknown
We hit
proportions.
ours.
Exactly,
You
Joe.
are everything.
Yeah.
Wait, I want to say
The
something.
community is incredible,
I wanna say-
and thank you to the free Karen readers who are still trying to not crash this site. Oh, Gonzo, Lovey. Oh, where did you go?
You
There he
Gonzo,
looked
you're
him
back
up.
up.
There he is.
Can I just say that you guys
There
are
he
all rock
That's
stars?
Gonzo's
Okay,
pearls.
everyone here is a rock star. Congratulations. You guys do just as much as everyone else, and you guys are awesome, and you deserve all the good things to come, and you inspire everyone. People like me.
Do you know what's so awesome is that we all of us on this screen right now got the opportunity to meet in person on Saturday night and hug it out. Like that,
Yeah.
like that never happens. Like you never meet other YouTube creators unless you go to like maybe CrimeCon or some shit like that. But who's got
Right.
time for that in
Group hug.
Vegas? I mean, maybe if it's in Vegas, we'll come visit you guys. But the
Yeah.
fact that we all got to meet
Virtual.
Yeah.
in real life was really
Oh,
a
yeah.
special thing. So
And the
yeah.
Glare had fun afterwards too in his hotel room.
My goodness. Oh my goodness.
With Steve, we still don't have. We didn't know where you were that night, so
There
The
are
Glare
four.
woke
There was
up.
4 seats. There were 4 seats. Were there not? When we reviewed it, we
Huh?
couldn't figure it out. Remember?
Reviewed, but
Yes, you guys had a friend. Steve, Brian, Gonzo, and
Oh, Doug, the guy who's
Yeah.
driving us around.
Doug.
Doug. The
Dougie's
Yeah.
fresh. Okay, that makes
I
sense.
made her feel
Doug.
so bad for not remembering. I was like, oh, nice. Good job.
No, yeah, he drove up from where he lived to drive us around all day, so we wouldn't have to get an Uber everywhere.
Yeah, he did a good thing
Oh,
for
that's
us.
so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Did you guys meet Varys? Varys was the guy who made the Bang Bang song. I had a
Yeah, I
long
met him,
talk
yeah.
with him.
Oh,
So cool, right? Such a nice guy.
Yeah, I think I met so many people. It's hard to remember.
Oh, you got the sticker, Mazza? Because some people don't want the sticker.
Yeah, I got a whole
I
bunch
have a
of them.
sticker too, but I had to have to get up
Some
and get it
jerk I
today.
met was handing
have
me
a
all
Pop
these
Daddy
stickers when I
sticker
was
too.
there, so I got all these stickers. Yeah.
I would call you Nurse.
Oh my
Nurse
God, look at
Deb.
you. You got all the stickers.
Nurse,
what?
Mike goes, pass them out. I got to pass them out still, Mike. I'll take care of that for you.
They're
yeah,
cool.
make sure you get one to Nurse Deb.
Yeah, I don't want to hand
Oh,
these out
Nurse
in
Deb.
Canton because I don't want to
Yeah.
be charged with the crime.
Why are you hoarding all the stickers?
This jerk over here, this guy to my right,
That young jerk?
gave it all to me. The young jerk, yeah, the young jelly handed it to me.
Oh, the young jelly.
My
That
God.
was
What is
incredible.
that from, Jelly?
That's a
Clevin.
Plevinism.
Oh,
He tried to insult Mike by saying it, but it was an awesome quote. Like young jelly is awesome. We love young
young
jelly.
Jelly. Sounds like
Yeah.
something you.
Aw. Yeah, but we
Yeah.
love it like a jellyfish because you're cool and you are in the water.
He's
bitch,
buttoned up stoner.
okay?
Yeah.
You are a water. You are a water
water.
predator, and if you need to, you are gentle. You are not trying to cause problems, but you'll sting. Okay. If
But I'm
need
afraid.
be.
I'm afraid of Auntie. I am.
Oh.
Auntie,
I mean, we
Auntie
all
likes to know
are.
all my secrets. Auntie
We
knows
all
I'm
are.
afraid. Yeah.
Of me?
Yes.
That's assault.
You're my
Wait, why?
friend, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Wait, really?
No.
Oh,
No.
because I could figure out what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
know,
already
I am
figured
so
out. You
good.
already. I met you for 5 minutes and you knew everything about me. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm like that
It's
with people.
intuition.
It's very strange.
Mm.
Hey guys.
Thank you.
The boss is calling me, so I got to do some honeydews. But it was a pleasure to be with you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you so much for
Thank
allowing
you
me to
so
be with
much.
you guys.
Thank you, Gonzo. Thank you,
Love you,
Brian.
buddy.
Thank you, Melanie
Hey,
Little.
Jake.
I can't believe that
Thank
you came
you.
here after
Of
you screamed.
course. I
Fight,
jumped
fight,
off. I teleported everyone over, and here we are. And
We
All right,
got
guys.
no
I'll
quit,
see you tomorrow.
babes.
Stay
Sure
safe,
don't.
guys.
Take
care,
care,
everyone.
everyone.
Yeah.
Love
Thank
you,
you, Nurse
Clara.
Kim.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
Clara.
Kimmy,
Bye,
love you
Lovey.
all. Love you
Well,
guys.
take care, everybody.
Bye, buddy.
Thanks for having
Bye,
us on.
Lovey.
Good night,
Oh,
everybody.
we're all getting kicked
No,
out.
you,
What
Debbie.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
going.
no,
I got. I've been
What
on
are
all
we
day.
doing?
I'm going.
You got it.
Do you guys want to come over for a drink? You guys all coming over for a
I
drink?
hear
That's
you.
cool.
Yes.
coming over.
Bye, lovies. Bye, Mike. I'll see you at supper next time.
Oh,
Bye,
you're
love.
ending it alone. Oh, so we all
No,
gotta
you're
go.
staying. What are you talking about, you weirdo?
Why'd you kick Mike out?
I did.
Mike, she
Mike
kicked you out.
wanted to
You saw
go.
that,
He
Mike.
was saying that he's frightened.
All right. Well, now that all the parents are gone, let's freak off.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. These people are going to eject you from this line. That's assault. Man, that's assault. Man.
Oh, we can't even hear it good on yours. We gotta put mine on.
Well, I can't hear yours at all.
Stop that chair.
Well,
Man.
let's
How do you
turn
do
it
that?
on,
You
eh?
cannot touch me like that.
That one.
Break
Get
it. Break it.
I can't hear it.
That's too. Yeah, that's. I feel like that's a little bit too egregious. It's a little. Maybe that word because I did get a issue with last night's stream.
Why? What do you mean you got an issue?
I don't know. It just said that it was like I don't like those. No ads for you, babe.
Wait, why? Oh, because of the swears?
Because of this. No, because of the song.
DJ Lunchbox?
Mm-mm.
You
I think it's
got
because of the wordies. Okay. Love you.
Assault?
Oh, sorry. Oops. Pardon me. Sorry. Good night, Kimmy. Lovey.
Good night, Kimmy, hon.
Hit those. And
Dragonfly, hon, get you.
oh,
you learn to love it.
Dragonfly. You don't like the word.
You
Yeah.
gotta learn to love it, hon. Don't let Diddy doesn't own
How do you
that. That's
feel about something called
Yeah.
the Diddy machine?
the Diddy machine?
Okay.
It's the kids. It's just because the kids are saying it, and we want to stay. No,
We're
put
trying
the
to be
freak off.
hip. You're
Men
too
go.
hip to be square. Okay. Pardon me. I have to do a thing. Please. God. Okay.
I can't believe
We're-
we raised that much money. That was awesome.
That's so incredible. And we're going to keep it going. Taking the Red Eye, became a member on YouTube. We're obsessed. Thank you, Red Eye. Pink Friday, that's me. Okay.
Oh,
Donna
wait,
Rocha.
My Pink Friday thing.
Okay, can you just we're doing ASMR. We love you.
Okay.
And
Oh, we
talk.
talk where we talk
We
like
love-
yesterday.
We love all
Okay.
you creators.
Hi.
And the creators loved you, Donna Rocha. Stop it. I got to get my Parkses on. Who are we?
Teamy
Then
Parks.
we've
Hi.
got Dewey.
Hi.
Hello again. Hi,
We had some
Dewey.
company. Listen,
You are
that's
an
like
angel.
Thanksgiving. The family
Everybody
came
loves
over.
you.
The
And
family came
now,
over.
Lulu
I tried to
Bell, I
behave.
love you, super sticker.
I got you.
You're still psychotic, even when you're behaving.
I
Cape
am.
Cod invasion. Nope, that's a cupcake, not a Cape Cod invasion.
Cape Cod invasion.
I love
Wow.
it. I was thinking about you crab walking and Bev being knee deep in clams.
Could you see it?
Anywho, we love you, lovies. And then now, the traveler says, can we donate airline miles
for
or
flights
flights for her
for her
team?
team.
Queen,
Isn't
I
that
like that. I like that. Maybe we could. You never know. Let me star that, and I'll ask an attorney. I mean, I don't know how to get I'll ask potentially. I can't hear you. Then we
Hi,
have no, we're going backwards. DK said Mr. and Mrs. Reed are America's mom and dad. I feel that. I feel that in my soul, babe. And Mr. Reed, when we were at the event, I don't know if you know this. Do you know this, DK?
I don't know.
I spoke with Janet Reed, who is my actual Sicilian mother. Stop it. Don't look at me. We hugged, we embraced, we became one. I felt like we were going to, I don't know, skip in the woods somewhere together. She is an actual love bug. Mr. Reed, the turtleneck champion of the United States of America. Who are you talking to? Can I look at a man with cashmere turtlenecks on or, such a strength in his position, his posture impeccable? No, I couldn't even look him in the eyeballs.
He's like, read a book.
He was like, read a book.
What
Yeah.
a king.
What he told me to do. And I was like, I have an Audible, sir. I don't read the books anymore.
You
I
better go
watch
get
closed
one.
captioning for the hearing impaired.
Do you?
Of course I do. Oh,
Okay.
Pink Friday. Then we come down here. Donna Rocha. Thank you so much for your super stick, honey. And then lay low me.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm in love with this panel. And
Yeah, okay, stop. Don't make it weird, like sexual bell bottoms.
It's just that's
You
what
could
they
just
sound
speak
like.
normally.
And what you can't get rid of her
Grandma
super chat and
Bell.
not read it. You
Thank
got to go back
you.
to that. You got to read the
No
whole thing. You didn't read
kidding.
the whole thing. That wasn't fair.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
I love the
I'm in love with this
faces.
panel and the whole FKR movement. Love the faces. Thank you.
Thank you, Laylo me. And then we have Grandma Bell said, thank you. No quitting on Karen and John. We have no quit.
Say it louder.
Yes, I just
Say it
wanted
louder.
to. Oh, please. I'm going to virtual background myself. I'm going to teleport to, you know who, where I'm teleporting. I'm going to do this because I feel compelled. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that afterwards. You know who, Chip's gonna get it. Then we have Emily. Oh, this was for the fun. Oh, let's see where we are for fundraising, Joe.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let's do an update, babes. Because we're keeping this telethon going all night long. We don't got no quit.
4-hour telethon.
We are. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we're here.
What is background? What am I hearing for noise behind you?
Well, there's my cat's water bowl. There's my nephew.
No,
watching the
I hear
basketball game.
like something that's like feedback. No?
Feedback?
Is there a TV on in the back?
There's my Italian mother with my nephew watching the basketball game, being loud together.
Excuse me. Amy from Boston. She became a new YouTube member. And you want to know what I think about that? Amy in Boston. Amy with your shamrock in Boston. I'm obsessed with your hat. You have a beautiful smile.
She's
and
so
I love
cute.
your dentist. You're
She's so
adorable.
cute.
She's adorable.
How do you know that's dental work and she wasn't born that way?
My God. Well, excuse me. I never had braces. Did you?
Yeah.
That's assault. Excuse me? I never had braces. Don't talk shit.
I talk shit about you talking shit about Amy.
Megan Easton. Thank you for my Nurse Kim #1 membership. And then Laura. Oh, put your freak off lamp on. Oh, sorry. We don't like the word.
Lighting, and I love
we don't like you have bisexual lighting. Okay.
I know. Isn't that funny?
That is hilarious. Okay. And then it says, oh, just kidding. Laura Reicha, all your voices matter to the defense of Karen. And they do. Every single one of those beautiful, beautiful broads.
That was
Camille
awesome.
Lee Eon. It's snowing here in Winchendon. Internet keeps freezing. Would someone give this to Miss Karen?
Yes,
That's
I
me,
will.
babe. That's me. I'm giving it. Hold, please. Just write it down. That's a soul. No,
Ma'am,
I'm doing it. Camille.
I can't believe you can't use that song.
So beautiful. Well, I'm telling you, it just didn't. Something happened there.
I
Then
don't
we have Jerry
well, it says
Gamble,
anyway
Nurse
screen.
Kim. Could you pin the link to the top of the chat? Yes, Lovey. I'm sorry that took me 26 minutes, and I'm going to give the permissions to the new humans. Well, not new humans; they're my humans. But I think that the mods, you have to give certain permission. Then
That
we
was
have
funny.
Love-A-Romy with Cheese says, hi, Lovey. Hi, Love-A-Romy. What an amazing panel you have. Romy, I need you to take a minute. Romy, let's clutch pearls. Are you ready? Romy, look at me. We had Melanie Little. We had the attorney, Melanie Little. Text me after, boo. Okay. I mean, like, send me a DM. I don't know what we're doing. I physically left my own body and I met her last Saturday. You know this. We know this. But for her to be on the channel, what are we doing, Jimmy?
Dude, you know that like a lot of like the adults came to like the kids' house.
They came to the house. They came to our house.
They came up to our playroom.
They did. And you
And
know
they were
what?
like,
It was
let's
like
have dinner here.
No,
at
you
the
know what
playroom.
happened? The adults came to the kids' house, and it's not our house. We have an apartment. We have a
And we're
one-bedroom
squatting.
apartment.
We're
It's like
squatting.
a walk-up, and you sleep on a futon in the living room.
I steal Wi-Fi from the library. I'm
My
a squatter.
God, you steal Wi-Fi for, oh God.
Yeah.
We really
love
should have cleaned up more, but
No.
yeah, that was enough. Don't they have to? Oh, Robin G said, don't they have to wait for the SJC ruling? Yeah, babe, we're still waiting on that to see if there is going to be any kind of ruling in favor of Karen to have the jury come back to be pulled or
Jury come back.
tucking and rolling and going into the next trial. Then we have Emily Swaro says, there's no I in team, babe. You know it. You know it, beautiful children you've made. But there is in acquittal. Panel equals 24 karat gold. I'm sending this as the screenshot to our humans, to the panel, to the 7 other lovely, well, 6 because Jimmy's here and he sees it. Look at you. I love your bisexual lighting. Sunny Days just became a
Good
new
person.
member.
Good
Love
person.
you, Sunny Days. And the petty paralegal. Let me tell you something, Mary Malaki. This is Mary Malaki's daughter, right? Look at that
Wait,
face.
really?
Look at that. No, but I'm just saying, look at that face.
Yeah, she gave Mary Malaki a run for her
from the Diddy
money.
machine, and you know it, okay? Look at
Mary
that.
Malaki turned gray after this one went through her
After
teenage
this
years.
one, she was I know, it's insane. I love you, petty paralegal. Jen Lee 143. I love to say it like that. Also, what is he wearing? Is that a cape? Bobby, what are you wearing?
In the hat.
Is you wearing a cape?
In the hat.
I love it. Stop it. Last Saturday, I had to go to bed at 9:30. YouTube was boring. This more than makes up for it. Love you all. We love you, Jenny Lee 143.
I gotta go make sure my little guy's okay.
Okay, bye. See your face. I love you. Okay, Lily. Okay, and then we're going right down here to Robin G. Became a new member. Thank you so much, Robin G. And Lois Lane. Lois Lane, I love that. Are you Superman's Lois Lane? You know what I'm saying? I love it. Thank you so much. And then we have Amy's Positive Pathways. She said Northern Massachusetts in the Merrimack Valley. Stop it, me too. The town I'm in has a crazy board with some corruption. The police seem pretty cool for the most part. Amy, don't tell me. Tell me. Where? What town? Okay, send it to me in an email because I'm Merrimack Valley too. Okay. And then we have Cynthia 1880. That is absurd for a super sticker. You are an angel face from heaven and earth. And I'm sending it to Karen. So let me do that. Cynthia, 1880. I love your face. Thank you. And you are an angel. Look at little baby cherub. And then we have SJ Howard said, this is a great show. Thank you for being here from Kansas. Aw, SJ Howard, I love your turducken. Is that a turducken? No, it's a duckle. Oh my gosh, show me your duckle. I love that. Okay, and then True Crime Junkie, the OG, said, Happy Pink Friday. Free Karen Reed. And then KM Karma Matters, Justice for John O'Keefe, sent a super chat and said, single mom, lost my job a month ago. My 11-year-old twins asked me to use $50 from their gifts to help Karen. If the bad guys had a fraction of the heart. I love that. I'm going to donate and I'm going to meet that 50. I'm matching the 50 of the kids, babe. That is incredible. And you are a really good mom. And I know that I know that it's not easy. And my mom was a single mom too. And you're clearly doing a really, really good job. That's so kind. And then Sunshine sent a super sticker. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Dewey says, my opinions are my own here, but I think Bev is the wild card behind so much. But the D has had time now to plan out, to outplan Bev and Meatball. That I love that though too, Dewey. I agree with you on that. It depends on how Judge Cannoni does rule, what she allows in, what she is going to suppress for evidence, allow in motions. We do know that today was an incredible day for Karen Reed. And why, babes? That is because, as our smartest and prettiest attorney, Melanie Little, told us, she wrote in the bottom column, which you can tell a lot about somebody's handwriting. I think we should have a handwriting expert look at Bev's, because that looks wild as shit to me, but I digress. You really can tell a lot about somebody. And she had decided in favor of the defense to keep out Mr. and Mrs. Reed's cell phone data. Why? Because you could get all the information through Karen's phone, through her extraction, and via her Verizon cell records. So what do you need? What do you need Mr. and Mrs. Reed's information for? You're being nosy and you didn't meet the requirements. When Eliza Little took the strategy of saying, I'm calling you out, not just in my motion, right? But I'm going to call you out in court very respectfully and very, just incredible oration done by Liza the other day. I think that that's what put Judge Bev Cannoni over the edge. I think that's what made her say, shit, now she argued it orally in front of me that they didn't meet the prongs of Lampron. And if you don't meet the prongs of the law, then I can't give that to the prosecution. Huge. Big doings. Congratulations to Liza Little. And let's pray that Judge Cannoni, is able to crab walk down on the Cape and she can feel good and feel calm inside and make good choices. All right. Then we have M. Thank you so much. Thanks to this crew for doing the right thing. Free Karen Reed, sending support from Michigan. Hey, Michigan. Thanks for being here, love. And then the Goodmans. Oh, thank you for being a member for 2 months, the Goodmans. I love your faces. And that's happy from Kaylee. And my prosciutto sandwich said New Jersey here is behind Free Karen Reed 1,000%. Mass should be sent to the corner with a dunce cap. I do agree. And I also love a prosciutto sandwich. Okay, my New Jersey queen. I love your curls. And then we have Virginia Farizo said we broke the link, and that I want to check. Let's check, babes. Where are we at? Okay, wait a minute. Let's refresh. Somebody refresh for Jesus. Let's do it for Karen. Let's see if we got to 551. Oh, Lord, it's happening. We're at 551, 200, guys. 551, 200. Great job, babes. Oh, my heart is happy. Okay, and then we have Brennan's fishing pole. Thank you so much for becoming a member. And then we had Sharing Creates. Don't forget the Star Drive in Craft next weekend. Don't forget the Star Drive in Craft next weekend. Sharon, I won't forget it. I just don't know what we're talking about, babe. And then Camille says, how much money does the state of Mass pay an appointed defense attorney compared to the new prosecutor? Can't they pay the defense our tax money as if she didn't have a private attorney? How much money does the state of Mass pay an appointed defense attorney compared to the new prosecutor? Can't they pay the defense our tax money as if she didn't have a private attorney? So, Camille, I know that Hank Brennan is getting paid $75,000, and allegedly, babes, he decided to take his paralegal on as well. We still don't know who's paying for her. Okay. Usually, a Mass court-appointed attorney, defense attorney, is $250 an hour. I don't know what else to say there, but I don't know how Hank Brennan would get out of bed for $75,000 to take on a case like this, unless there was some other kind of funds that he was being paid, because that doesn't make sense to me. And then, Meg, I'm so sorry we weren't able to do the Brady Bunch, but thank you so much for your super sticker. And Classic Overthinker said, what do G and B think of the cops' response from Brian Camp and the knife handcuffs? 911 operator telling BC to go back into the houses. Love to hear the LV TV cops. They were on with us, Classic Overthinker, when Melanie mentioned that, and they said 100% to have protection in your house and call the police later. They were on the side of BC, and I'm so thankful that he was acquitted in that case. Also, the LV cops are going to be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join if you are available. I will be there with bells on. I'm so thankful for everybody coming tonight. And then Jackie said the defense needs Garrett Wing, standing in solidarity with you from Toronto, Ontario. Thank you so much, Jackie. And What the Duck says, Cop Daddies, if you were to do it all over, would you go into law enforcement again? My oldest is LEO. I'm going to ask them that I'll ask them that on Twitter, babes, and get you a response. I pinky swear. Okay. Thank you. I think that they love their job though, and they really are the best cops that we could have ever asked for. Please pass the pepper says great collaboration. Taking the red eye said, I wished I lived in New England to partake in the standouts, etc. I have the pearls and pink shirts too. I love that. I love that you want to be here. And to all of our community that is down in Norfolk County, who is coming from Merrimack Valley, whether you come from Worcester County, wherever you come from, and give your time to a standout for Karen Reed, you are angels on this earth. You are taking time out of your busy lives. And I know that we're all, have lives that go on. And this is Karen's every day. And we're able to shut off the computer. We're able to, go to work and take our children to volleyball or whatever it is. But for all of you who go out and put yourselves out there in the elements for as long as you have, you are it. You are what matters. You are so important. And I have nothing but incredible amounts of respect for you. I've gone to 3. And I went to one where it was a Turtle Boy one. And then I went to 2 before I had my YouTube channel, and no one knew it was me. And it was like one of the best experiences I had ever attended. And What the Duck became a new member. And Jen Altman, loved meeting all of you. Freaking Altman. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Jen. I apologize. I didn't get Mike. Oh, that was the best. Oh, gosh. You are such a good sport. You are so lovely. You are so smart. And I'm thrilled. I'm sorry I'm the only one left here, but I loved meeting you too. And Bo sent a super sticker. Thank you so much, Bo. And then we have Lindsay Tyler said, I agree last Saturday night sucked. Tonight makes up for it tenfold. P.S. My pup's nickname is AKC Rebel Without a Cause, or Rebel, just like KR poster in her closet. We love KR. Lindsay Tyler, I am obsessed by Rebel. Look at those wrinkles. I could snuggle his nose and potentially nibble his ear off. He is everything. Look at that tooth. Look at that snaggle tooth. I want to boop his snoot. I love him. And I appreciate you, babe. And Cheech, thank you so much for becoming a new member. And also for Red Eye, Mr. Jackson. Why don't you figure it out and get your ass on that plane? Okay, babes, you are everything. You are what makes this movement matter. You are what is helping Karen every single day when she wakes up and remembers that she's in Groundhog's Day, living this nightmare over and over again. You make the difference. Okay? And like I said, just by even anything that is your lane, right? I try to stick in the little Nurse Kim lane. I am geeking out that even though I met every single person on that screen, I'm geeking out that they came on tonight to help, to just help me try to get the word out for Pink Friday. And by today and this 24-hour athon, this little Pink Friday-athon, any kind of bump or that is giving more, I don't know, just oomph behind it, and that like, oh, we've got a bump here for making comfort, there being some sort of comfort that we're not going anywhere, right? Because I think that Karen, and not just her, but her family, having our support and in whatever way that it does come, and whatever we are able to do is so appreciated. And like Nathan said, and Kelly said to us tonight, we never knew it would ever be another trial coming. This should have been done, in theory, worst case scenario, it should have been done back in July. And now to be several more months in and still waiting and still having motions done, and you have to go through everything and motions of limine and dealing with Bev, and now we've got Hank the Tank Brennan. It's like, ew. Like, how long can she keep having a positive attitude? But your help and you showing up every day for her makes her feel that way, right? Hold on. Hi, Deb. I was saying goodbye, babe.
We have a question.
Yeah.
We heard you talking about someone and why he in Pokemon. He doesn't know, like, was this whole thing about him, or like were you guys just talking about him? He wants to know.
What?
James.
Oh, your nephew.
When I got off,
this stream is about him.
Oh, this James. This whole thing is about you.
It's about you're a Pokemon master.
Yeah. Oh, it's about only Pokemon Masters.
No.
And do you know who that is?
Who?
You remember we talked about her? Who is that? What's her name?
Hi, lovey.
Yeah. What Kim? What kind of Kim?
Auntie.
No, North Kim. Remember?
North. Oh yeah, North Kim.
North Kim.
Oh, okay,
You wanna say-
Lovey.
You want to say
I
good night,
talk
Nurse
to you
Kim?
soon.
Go ahead,
Hey,
say it.
James.
Good night, Nurse Kim.
Oh, honey, can you say for me one more thing?
What?
Could you say free Karen Reed?
Free Karen Reed.
Yes.
You're grooming my nephew?
I love you. Bye-bye, honeys. Good night, lovies. I'll talk to you soon.
He was like, what? They talking about me?
Of course
I was like, yeah, they're talking about you.
Bye, lovies.